Hey guys, we are back for another video. How y'all doing, honey? It is Tuesday and it is a good day and we got some stuff to talk about. All right. I ran across a segment that was sent to me. I kind of went back and forth with myself. Did I want to talk about it? I guess. We're going to have, as you guys can see in my description there, it is going to be an open panel. So I do want to hear what you guys think and how you guys feel about this topic that we're going to talk about, because it is something that has been discussed. All right, it's been discussed and we want to see how you guys feel about it. We're going to be talking about who groomed who. Is there a lawsuit of defamation going to be filed, or is that in the making? We don't know. That's not been announced as of yet, but we're going to talk about the shenanigans of it all. Okay, we've heard about some things, honey, and child. Okay, we've heard about some stuff. So give me a second, because Lord, when I heard these things being said, okay, hold on. All right, hold on. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna play this. Let's play this first so that you guys will know where we're coming from and what was said. Okay. All right, let's play this. Let's play this first. And then we're gonna jump right in. Thank you guys for all of you here. Okay. Let's share. All right, so shout out to Destiny's fan page, because that's where we're looking at it. All right, I want to play this audio version of what was said about this limousine situation. And then we're going to watch another clip, and then we're going to speak on this situation. We're going to talk about this situation. And I want to hear from you guys as well in terms of how you feel. Should a defamation lawsuit be filed? Was there some inappropriateness in this conversation and things said that maybe shouldn't have been said in this situation? I want to hear what you guys have to say. Okay. All right, so let's get into what is said. Let me make sure everything is true.
I feel like I was grooming you and Marcel to have a threesome with me and Martell.
Talk about the inappropriate text that you sent to Marcel.
What inappropriate text? Yeah, talk about it. What inappropriate text did I send to Marcel?
Okay, so I feel like at the time when Destiny speaks on the limousine situation, the whole situation, the limousine was Marcel's idea. It was Marcel's suggestion. He suggested it. And Mel was like, okay. And he got upset. He was like, y'all not gonna do it? It was like, hell no, we ain't doing it. But it was Martel.
So can I ask about the inappropriate text?
Hey, how did you hear about that? Because it was 6 people in the limo.
I told him when I was pissed off with Martel. When he made the statement at that adult game, that's when I was like, no, don't play me like that, dude. Like, stop it. But the inappropriate text message that I found out about later, Marcel texted Mel, and I think he was like, I'm rooting for you guys, or I want y'all to win, or something like that. And Mel was like, you mean me and Martel, or just me? And I just felt like that right there was not a good response to a married man.
Do you remember that melody?
I don't remember that text, but hearing her say it, you know, she's allowed to feel however she felt about it. I can say at times Marcel would text positive stuff. Maurice, like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. When everything went down, all of us were super close. So Maurice used to counsel me a lot. I know he used to talk to Marcel a lot. Marcel used to try to talk. Everybody was trying to fix it. If he texted me and said, man, I'm rooting for y'all, man, if I said me and Marcel or just me, I probably wasn't fooling with Marcel. Like, don't be rooting for me and Marcel. Don't root for us. If you gonna root for me solo. But if she felt that was inappropriate for her, that's how she felt. What I can tell you is none of these folks up here on this stage, except the one I was once married to, have I ever came on to. Have I ever been appropriate? Fletcher and Nell are here. They've been around as well. Ask them. I don't try to sit around and do inappropriate. I'm not even going to entertain it, to be honest. It's weird. And they haven't come on to me either. Nobody. So it's just, I don't know. It's weird.
We did stuff like that. I wouldn't tell her to get her ass up and go home. We don't.
And the thing is, I trust my husband with my friends. Like, they go through things. He gives them advice. It is what it is. They're like my sisters. So I never thought anything about Marcel and Mel talking on the phone when her and Martell was going through the situation, or even before that, because Mel and Marcel used to like give business advice to one another.
When she went to public speaking,
yes, she used to get advice from Marcel. Marcel would go to her meeting, give her tips. Like, so I never thought of anything.
Obviously, it's no secret, right, that you Original Six have a sort of legacy, a history of friendships. And me being present now, just doing the show for the past 7 years, I even don't think there was ever any lines being crossed when it comes to y'all's couples.
I ever feel like I was grooming you and Marcel to have a threesome with me and Martell?
So that's the conversation of the grooming situation, okay? Tisha, and I said it before, Tisha, I do feel like you felt a way about Mel being around Martell. Around Marcel, because you cried several times when Marcel had to be around her. Like she said at the reunion, y'all remember when Mel and Martell was talking about they had that situation when Martell kind of snapped off on Mel, and Mel left the house crying or whatever and went to Chick-fil-A, and Miss Van called Marcel and told Marcel to get over there because Mel and Martell was fighting or something like that, and Marcel went to go meet Mel. I think he said at Chick-fil-A or whatever. And then Martell was trying to insinuate that they had a drink or something like that. Tisha said, "What you mean y'all had a drink?" So it's kind of like she's kind of scared that some type of line is going to be crossed somewhere in there. Like she don't fully trust Marcel to be around Melody because maybe in the back of her mind she thinks that he may try her. And it goes a long way to say that how much you really trust your husband. How much do you know your husband if every time he tell you he got to be around Mel? And we already talked about when they were at Black, when he told Tisha that Mel was coming by Black, Tisha started crying. Why is she coming over here? Then she started crying and got mad, got up and left. So it's given that she knows that maybe he may have some type of attraction towards Mel, just like a little bit. And she, I think, tries to keep it in the back of her mind and then tell herself and keep encouraging herself like, no, it's not happening. But she feels like it is because she knows that Mel is attractive and she knows the type of woman that her husband really likes. Marcel is attracted to certain type of women. But aside from that, we're talking about this whole grooming situation where it was said that that Destiny was saying that Melody and Martell, mostly Melody, was trying to groom her and into having threesomes and inappropriate relationships with them in their marriage. And she also talked about how she spent the night at their house and she felt like that was a means of them trying to groom her. So let's get into this clip right here. Let's get in this clip. I'm going to open up the panel because I want to hear from you guys and what you guys think, okay? I want to hear from you guys in terms of what you guys think. How do I want to play this? Let's see. Do I want to take the safe way and do this? I think I will. So I'm going to play the audio, and then I'm going to put the pick up. That's how I'm going to do this. All right, so hold on. Just to be on the safe side, because child, folk be y'all ripping sometimes, okay? All right, so all right, so let me share. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do that, because we're gonna play this and I don't want to hear no bullshit behind it, honey. We ain't hearing none of that. Okay, none of that. Okay. Hold on. Can y'all see? Let's see. Okay, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and play what was said. All right, so this is Mental Monday. This is the Mental Monday conversation about Dion, which is Destiny's life coach. She's saying she ain't worried about no lawsuit and that there was no grooming there, and Destiny also has something to say. So you guys take a listen to what was said. Let me make sure it's all the way up, honey, and then we're gonna talk about it, okay?
Just coming up about the grooming.
Can everybody hear?
I understand, like our tribe, I don't think it's wise to build a channel around talking about somebody else. I don't think it's wise to do that. Are there issues that have to be addressed head on? Absolutely. And I think we have to be careful about how we address that. If you go back to our last live, one of the last things that we said, and I think everybody unanimously, no matter what side of the aisle you stand on, no matter where you fall in the situation, I think everybody would agree that it would not be okay to insinuate that somebody did something illegal when they did not. I think we could all agree with that. You get no argument from us. You get no argument from me. You get no argument from Destiny. None. We already volunteered that. And as far as, and I know there was quite a few questions about defamation lawsuits. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm really not worried about that over here. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not worried about a defamation lawsuit. Because in order to have a defamation lawsuit, somebody's got to tell a lie. Now, I don't like the word. I think there was a better word to use. I do. I think there was a better word to use. I think if you look at the word, it has a range. It could mean anything from trying to prepare a person. I mean, the average lawyer can pick up a dictionary and look at the range of what the words mean. It can mean anything from prep, try to influence, all the way up to the legal aspect, which is grooming a minor. It can mean those things. And so the thing that we both said, nobody had to prompt anybody. The thing that has already been said was that you don't want to leave any kind of impression like that out there whatsoever. The issue that I had is not that it came up. The issue that I have is that you open the barn, let all the horses out, and then close the door.
And there was no context to support that word. It was just thrown out there under this climate. And I feel like, this is me speaking to it because I see a lot of people in the chat that want to talk about it. Mm-hmm. And there's a connotation to, I don't even say a connotation, there's a level to that right now at the specific moment with that sweet baby in Detroit. That's a level to it. And I think, and then you got the Diddy situation. You got all those things. And when I said it, my thought process was trying to see if somebody was down, preparing somebody for, what you were interested in. That was my thought process. And I even gave more examples. I don't know if they make it. I mean, since that is deleted and it leaked or whatever, I don't know if that's going to even be shown, but I gave more examples to what I had experienced. I've never been around people that didn't want to engage in those acts that asked me. I have another woman ask me, what's my favorite position? Like, let's just keep it a buck. Like, I'm not asking somebody that, or somebody not asking me that if they're not interested in my sexual life. Like, they're not interested in it. So for me, that's where I was. That's where I was when I said it. I said solicit to. I said a couple things, and that landed because that's a word that, like I said, the climate for that right now is super high. And I agree with Dion. Like, I would never want to put out that somebody was doing something illegal. That's not what I was saying, because grooming doesn't, as an adult, you can't really, it doesn't apply to a minor. It's not the same connotation. And so when I was saying that, I could have been more clear with preparing somebody. And really just to see if they down to be a freak. It's okay if that's your thing. Because, have a real transparent moment with y'all. Like, I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Like, I've had a threesome before in my life, in college days. I just got a t-shirt and didn't need another one. So when people are like, oh, you're trying to act like you were being groomed and you act like you were scared, and why were you still around these people? Because I wasn't. Like, I wasn't scared because it wasn't an illegal thing to me. It was just like, oh, okay, they might be a little freaky, so I might have to tell them no, whatever the case may be. And people say, and it was another very good question, why did you stay tonight?
Hold on to that, because we want to see what they show. But I think there are fair questions. If you ask, why did you stay tonight? That's a fair question. Don't y'all think that question should be answered? I think it should be answered.
I agree. We understand what you were saying. Is used the wrong word. I used the right word. Wrong timing.
Yeah, and so I think there was,
I could have used a better
word. I think that
I could have used a better word, and this is what Mental Monday is about. I'm owning my ish. I could have used a better word, but in the moment, what I was trying to convey was preparing. It's like when you groom yourself. You groom a dog. You're getting prepared for something. I'm not going to have conversations, like I said, in that moment that lead to certain things if I'm not trying to lead somebody there, if I'm not trying to prepare them to go this way. So that's what I was trying to convey. And in a moment of passion and frustration, that's where I went.
Yeah.
And everybody that keeps coming over here talking about people suing and all that other stuff, again,
I just honestly,
she's scared. I mean, she's scared, y'all.
Do what you do in a court of public opinion. You have no control over. You just tell the truth about what your experience is, and then you don't have any control over what happens in the court of public opinion. You don't have any choice about how it's rolled out. You don't have a choice about those things. And I think that's why you'll see other cast members, if you're wondering,
oh wow,
why don't they talk more openly? Why don't they say more stuff? Because people be like, you can't control the edit. You don't know what they're going to do with it. And to be honest with you, this wasn't even a thing that she and I, when we were talking, this wasn't even the thing we were talking about. Like when we're talking about, hey, do you think that thing might have went too far? This isn't even the thing we were talking about. The other thing, which we don't know if they show or not, will absolutely bring clarity. The reason why I don't think there will be a lawsuit, I'll just tell you why I don't think there will be a lawsuit. Because you have to defame somebody's character. There's something about revealing somebody's character that can be uncomfortable, but it's not the same thing as defamation. It's not the same thing. And if you look at the context in which it was said and how she rolled it out, if she was just trying to be frivolous in her claim and say, why wouldn't you just go all the way? Why wouldn't you just say, those people tried to do something to me? That's not at all what she said. When she was asked, she said, no, they didn't try it.
No, they didn't say it.
They didn't say it.
Right. They didn't. He said, well, did they ask you? And I said, they didn't say, they didn't, hey, you want to have a threesome? That wasn't how it came out. It was just a lot of conversations and energies. And A144 says she's experienced, I think that's experienced it. People trying to solicit a groomer for threesomes, and she knows how that can be, whatever, uncomfortable. But at the same time, I was very honest. I could have been like, if I'm lying, they did. They said, let's go in the room right now. I didn't say that because that's not how it happened. But people can't minimize my experience and what I felt. Like, you can't.
Yeah.
Cannot.
So defamation of character means...
And that only came out because I was being defamed by saying I'm sleeping with somebody. And I'm like, why are you doing this? And
Who said that?
Multiple times. I've addressed it to that person head on. It's not true. It's not true. Because if it was a thing, then I would have just got down when the energy was being thrown out.
Yeah.
Mel never said that.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm not being clear.
Yeah. But the thing...
Mel never said that. Mel never said nothing to Destiny about her sleeping with Martell. Mel never insinuated that. But Destiny jumped in and just started windmilling and went off on this whole tangent of this whole being groomed bullshit. And Mel sitting there like, where the fuck is this coming from? And Destiny stood 10 toes down because she was trying to get some camera time and trying to impress whoever was sitting on stage. And now that the shit is out there and people been hitting her up saying, bitch, you gonna get fucking sued for what you said. Now she's trying to backpedal and she's sitting up here with this damn therapist who's saying, I ain't worried about a lawsuit. You shouldn't be. You weren't there. You didn't say anything. But the bitch that did say something is sitting beside you, and now she's trying to change up what she said. And I think Destiny is very worried because she know Mel will take it there, especially if she filed that lawsuit on Martell for that revenge piece. She know Mel ain't playing with her ass. I mean, that's real time. It can be rewinded what you said. So don't say what you didn't say. And what you said exactly what you meant on that stage. And that's my point. You said what you meant on that stage. You said what you think you saw. But bottom line is what you said was hearsay because as they said, as Kimmy said, there was only 6 people in the car. It was Kimmy, Maurice, Melody, Martell, Tisha, and Marceau. That's 6 people. You weren't there, Destiny. So anything that you said about that situation was hearsay. You know how many people get sued by hearsay? Do you know how many people get sued over some damn hearsay. Oh, I heard such and such told me. The courts don't listen to no damn hearsay. If you go to court and you say, well, I heard, they're going to stop you. Objection, Your Honor. Yeah, they don't do no hearsay in court. You either got facts or you don't. You spoke on that situation like you were in the limo, Destiny. You spoke on that situation like you were sitting in between Mel and Martell, and you heard verbatim what was said, done, what was propositioned, and you threw yourself in there as you were being groomed, and you weren't even there. Then you talked about you spent the night at Mel house. Plenty of people spend the night at people's house. Does that mean they're going to be groomed? I have cousins that come to my house and they spend the night. Am I grooming them? Is it a crime to spend the night at somebody's house? I mean, you could have declined and said, hey, no disrespect, but I'm going to go home. I mean, shit, we stay right here in the same city. There's really no reason for me to spend the night. I mean, because, you know, I don't stay too far from here. I'm happy to go home. You could have declined that. So you did what you wanted to do. If you felt uncomfortable that somebody was trying to groom you or some uncomfortable bullshit was going on in that house, you could have got your keys as a grown-ass woman, got your ass in your car, and drove the fuck home. I'm so tired of people playing victim to make it sound like somebody made you be somewhere and made you do something, and now all of a sudden that it could be a possible lawsuit. Now it's let's use this at Mental Monday and backtrack and say, it's kind of like you grooming a dog. You know, it's kind of like a dog being groomed. It's kind of like you groom yourself when you're putting your makeup on and you girl.
Is you're never going to be clear enough for people who already have their minds made up about what it means. You're never going to be clear enough for people who fill in the blanks. You're never going to be clear enough for that. I do.
And I'm just sharing a lot more. Y'all do know that I've been pursuing music since I was 11 years old. So I've been in studios. I've had this energy before, and some of it has been crazy, but it wasn't even like that. That's why I wasn't afraid. Like, oh my God, I'm scared. It wasn't that.
What they got to do?
Yo, it's okay to be freaky. If that's what you are, like, it's okay. Hey, I want to, but it wasn't that. You know, I'm married, engaged, or whatever at the time. Like, it wasn't that. That's just it. But don't sit here and try to make me be this person and make me live in a lie. And you can't live in your truth. Like, let's stop.
What truth would that be?
Off my soapbox.
Yeah. So there's just, like I said, there's a couple of reasons why I don't think that's going to be a thing. I don't think the defamation lawsuit is going to be a thing because you have to prove that it's not that person's character. Like, they wouldn't do something like that. They wouldn't approach you and try to get you on some freaky stuff. Nobody's saying.
Why stay around energy like that? I'm going to address this key love. Why stay around energy like that? Have you been around friends and you've had situations that you were maybe like, I don't like that, or whatever the case may be? That doesn't mean, hey, I'm gonna cut my friends off. It's just a no. Like, do you want to do my hair tonight? Nope. Are you gonna come out here and go out with me tonight? Nope.
That's not the same thing.
It's just a no. It's just a no. It's just real simple. Doesn't mean, like I said, Key Love, listen to the context. I wasn't afraid. It wasn't a crime. I just wasn't. It was a no. It was a no.
And so I'm going to transition the conversation just a little bit. So I do want to finish what I'm saying.
Sorry, my bad.
No, I want to finish what I'm saying because I do think there needs to be a little bit of clarity. The thing is, because I think if you just take your dub in the court of public opinion, go for it with that. I believe in giving grace until people don't give you an option but to do something else. There's grace in the court of public opinion. In real court, it's not going to work out like this. Okay. In real court, the people that she's holding back, they have reached out to her and said, hey, you're not crazy because that thing happened to me too. Those people are coming. You don't hold them back in real court. So this is grace.
Who are these people?
This is the grace piece. Now, here's the piece where I say you've got to learn. I think when you're dealing with someone and you're dealing in a situation where there is a ton of skill at switching the conversation, at taking it and saying it's this most salacious thing and then transposing it onto what you said, when somebody is skilled at that, you have to be careful about the words you use. Like, you have to think.
Let's pause. All right. So Destiny says in high school she had a threesome, and I'm willing to believe allegedly that that's probably not the only threesome that she's had, because you did proposition Maurice and Kimmy, and we talked about that this morning. She did proposition Maurice and Kimmy on a threesome on the show. We all know that. We heard that. We saw that. You did hit Melody on the ass on the girls' trip in Virgin Islands. Okay, you did do that. You did tell Melody, "I love you." Very sensual too. And you still turn around. If you felt uncomfortable being around her, you also then asked her, can you have a private conversation with her, at which you tried to record her unbeknownst to her, and she caught you. So it's given that you have put yourself in a situation, and I said it before, to cap for Martell and to try to help Martell with this revenge lawsuit that's against him, or case against him, to make it look like the person who is filing this against him is just as freaky and that loves this type of behavior, and that just be out here going down on people in front of people, and that there's no way that he could have just put out revenge P on her because this is the type of person she is. That's what is trying. That's what it sounds like to me. That's trying to be put out there about Melody. Now, granted, we don't really know these people off TV like that, but from what I can see, with Melody, she don't come off as somebody who want to be just out here giving Martell head in front of all her cast members like that. And they just sitting there like, oh my God, so when are they going to be done? Just sitting back watching it like, oh, okay, yikes. She's a wild one. Ooh, child, I just don't see that. I don't see that. But hey, did we think that the Scots would be over in the DR doing the shit they were doing? Kimmy all up on Tisha the way she was, and some other woman all up on Maurice like that. And then to hear that Tisha in the back of a damn Buick slonging down somebody. Like, and then dude wind up being Marceau's friend. So, I mean, do you really know a person? But my thing is, you have to have your facts straight when you are speaking on someone. And now that there's talks of lawsuits, because people have been coming over to Destiny's platform, according to her, and saying, hey, bitch, you're going to get fucking sued. They're talking about defamation for what you said about this damn deleted scene. Obviously, it wasn't deleted because it's out and everybody's heard it. Everybody's been watching it. Everybody's seen this. So I think my question is, and I don't know why Dion is pumping Destiny up like, girl, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You absolutely do. If you're saying that somebody did something and it's all based on hearsay, you are basing what you heard Tisha say to you, Destiny. You were not in that car. So what you bringing that up and speaking on it as if you were there was a very irresponsible of you to do. And you did it all in the name of trying to protect Martell. And when they asked Martell, was that true? He said, whatever Destiny said. How the fuck you gonna say whatever Destiny said? She wasn't there. So how you co-signing an unknown entity that was not there is my question. How do you give credit to somebody that's not there to say that what they're saying is factual when you were there, your ex-wife was there, Kimmy was there, Maurice was there, Tisha was there, Marceau was there? Why not ask the people who were there? Disney was not there. And it's so weird to me how Destiny tries to remove herself from being this damn freak monster. Girl, you are a freak monster. If you run around on the show asking people for threesomes, yeah, Maurice looked like, what? Even Marceau said on the show to Tisha that something happened between you and Martell. Do y'all not remember that? After the girls' trip, when Tisha and Marceau were standing in their kitchen and talking about the girls' trip, and Tisha was telling Marceau some of the things that was going on, and Mel got into it with Destiny about and asked the question, did you mess with Martell? And Marceau then says that he believes that something did happen. He would know. He hang out with Martell. He knows Destiny. Marceau even insinuated that Martell and Destiny did something. At the Big D Energy event, Martell said to Destiny after she made a joke about his down there parts, by it being Big D Energy, she said big little energy, or little big energy, or little D energy, and she said you would know all about that. You're trying to imply that Martell is walking around here with a little schlong. How would you know that unless you've seen it and are partook of it? Let me say it that way. How would you know? How would you know how he is down there, how big he is or how small he is? How would you know that? Why would you make a joke about that if you haven't been in that way with him before? when you mentioned little D energy, and then you said to him, you would know a lot about little D energy. Why would you say that? And Martell said, all right, now don't make me tell what we've done. That is an insinuation that there was some sexual behaviors done. So nobody had to groom you, it doesn't sound like, Destiny. Nobody had to groom you, because if you've been having threesomes since high school, you're already ready, baby. R. Kelly said it seems like you're ready. That's what he said. R. Kelly said it seems like you're ready, girl. You were ready when you approached Kimmy and Maurice about a threesome. Maybe because you know off the record that that's the type of shit they also like, allegedly. Let's continue.
25 times. You can never, the truth is, you can never be so angry that you just start flying off and saying what you're saying. You can't afford to do that in this sector. Even if it's a part of your job. You just can't afford to. You have to be very calculated. You have to be just as calculated as the person you're dealing with. Now, you're not going to be as good at it because you don't have as much practice with it. And that's the truth. If you are a person, if I'm counseling you and you are a person in a family system, this is why I support. I'm going to transition a little bit so that this can be something, a redemptive quality. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I have a redemptive conversation. I have a love-hate relationship with this show.
More of a love.
And there are times where I think there are things that are absolutely redeemable. There are times where I think, like, gosh, there's some redeemable stuff. And then there's times I'm like, But here's the lesson. The lesson in this is, if you're dealing with somebody who's really skilled with smoke and mirrors and shifting things, I really encourage you not to have communication with them at all.
That's Martell.
That's my honest feedback. As a therapist, I'm going to say this. As a therapist, when I am working with people who are dealing with people who are really skilled at shifting narratives, what I'm really telling them is don't engage. You will not win. They have way more practice than you. And you will be looking and thinking, there's no way that the rest of the family is going to believe this. And guess what? They will. That's why I tell you all.
Manipulation, smoke screens, smoke and mirrors, all that stuff that's how they communicate. And you're a person like me, they just kind of just say it off the cuff. Yeah.
You're a novice. You will never, ever.
Thanks for being here, Chef Don.
You're not going to win in these conversations. I'm just going to tell you that. They will go lower than you ever can. They're more calculated. You're not going to win. Now you will have people who, because they've been on the receiving end of it, they'll recognize it. They'll be like, this looks too familiar. You'll be like, no. Now you'll recognize it. Now those people, you'll be able to reason with, but for the most part,
the WYW, exactly. And I even had a smile on my face when I said it. So people should know that I wasn't being like, oh, I'm scared. But anyway, sorry, I'm having a conversation. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah, the thing is, I think this is what ends up happening when you're dealing with somebody who's better at this than you. You will have to sit up and explain the technicality of a word, and people will miss the whole point.
Let's pause. See, I don't like the way she's trying to do this word salad. Dion, this therapist lady, I don't like how she's trying to do this whole word salad of Destiny misused the word grooming. Now, how else do you use the word grooming in the way that she used it? She used it in a way of saying that somebody was trying to prep her into having sexual activities that she was not comfortable in having, as if she's not done it before. You just said, I'm going to say it again, you just said you had threesomes in high school. You propositioned Kim and Maurice. You spoke to Martell in a very sexual nature at the Big D Energy event. in terms of his private parts, and then he turned around and said to you, don't make me tell what we've done. You slapped Melody on the ass on the show. You said other inappropriate things on Love and Marriage Huntsville as well. And then Melody also said that during the girls' trip, that you guys all went to an all-girls strip club or something, and that girls were dancing all up on you, Destiny, and that you were enjoying it. So why somebody got to prep somebody that's ready? Ain't nobody got to program you. It's like one of them phones, it's like one of those prepaid phones that you get in the mail and the shit already just ready. You just cut that bitch on and start dialing. You ain't got to put no codes in. You ain't got to do none of that. You ain't got to program it. It's already ready. You just take that bitch out the box and turn it on and proceed to call. That's how you came, Destiny. That's how you came. Hold on. We almost there.
Trying to explain the
Thank you, Kelly, for coming up.
Of a word. And what you were really saying is, yeah, I've been freaky. You're a closet freak. That's it. I say mine out loud, but you won't. I just think y'all some swingers. That's all. That's all that was said. That's it. That's all. And like I said, this wasn't even the funny thing is, this wasn't even the thing. This wasn't even the conversation that she had the most trepidation about. This wasn't even the conversation. So I don't know. And truth be told, they didn't even talk about everything that happened in the limo. If we were to take it there won't be a defamation lawsuit, y'all. There won't.
Connect your device for me, D.
So, and right, Divine Fam.
There you go.
If you can't ground people in reality, you can't even have a real conversation with them.
All right, so let me pause. Now, if you guys remember my live that I did yesterday with Wanda when she was in her car, Wanda says something to the tune of there's some type of video evidence of something that happened in said limo when Melody and Martell and Marceau and Tisha and Kimmy and Maurice went on this 10-year anniversary dinner in this limo where I guess we were getting ready to leave or whatever, or maybe they was on their way there, and it was said that somebody got some head in the limo. Now somebody's trying to say that there's some type of video and that there's proof that the shit actually happened, and some other things that went on in this damn limo. I don't know. I wasn't there. Now, if somebody snuck and record some shit and you put that out there again, that is revenge P, because you cannot do that unbeknownst to a person. Did you get permission from her if this shit happened? I'm not saying it did, but if it happened, if somebody recorded unbeknownst to her and you put that video out, that's why Martell is in court right now. Okay. So whoever has a video, because Dion sounds very sure that there's not going to be a defamation lawsuit, and I don't know how she's that sure. Maybe she's seen said video, because she's also speaking on something else happened on the show. Is giving that Destiny's giving her some behind the scenes stuff. And I, from what I'm told, if you're contracted for this show, you're not supposed to be talking about stuff that hasn't happened on this show yet. I don't give a hot damn if you are a therapist or not. You're not paid, nor are you contracted by Love and Marriage Huntsville or Kingdom Reigns Entertainment, Dion. So you should not be talking about anything as related to the show. And for her to keep telling Destiny, I don't think you're going to be sued for no defamation, in terms of what Destiny said on that damn TV, she damn sure could. All right. We get ready to open the panel up here in a second. Thank you, Kelly, if you're coming up. Thank you, D. All right. If there's anybody else that want to come up, you may. We get ready to open up here in a second. All right. Give me one more second.
You can't. So for those of you who are like arguing with people who can talk you right out of what you just heard and what you're looking at, y'all don't think it's a reason people get in these things and they tell you what to think about it?
Before you even see it.
Y'all don't think there's
before you even know that it's even coming.
Before it's even coming. I just think the network, I'm trying not to talk about too much about the network. To me, like I said, the issue that I had.
If there's a video, I'm going to tell y'all, if there's a video, I'm going to tell you who I think may have done it. If it wasn't Martell, the next person that I would think would have recorded that would be Tisha. Because Tisha is the person who had the conversation with Destiny to initially tell her that it happened. Tisha was the one that pressed her damn button. Shout out to Terrence from Giving You the Real Tea. Tisha was the one that pressed her damn button down in the DR to show everybody what they were doing there. Nobody even knew that shit was going on. And people started taking still pictures from the video where she went live showing that Kimmy was all up on her, kissing all on her ear. If Martell didn't record that, because he is known to be recorded, if it wasn't him that recorded said situation, if it happened, it had to be Tisha. Because I told y'all, Tisha's very sneaky. Tisha low-key do not like Mel. Okay? I think she does that shit on TV to where she be like saying, no, Mel didn't do that, no, Mel didn't do that. I don't think that, da-da-da-da. I think she does that because she knows, number one, Mel has a very strong fan base that claps for her and they will tear her ass up. Tisha can't take that. She already said she damn near almost quit the show and just did not want to be on the show. She was crying and depressed. They done kicked her ass off Twitter because they tore her ass up over there. They ate her ass alive on Twitter. She had to get the fuck off Twitter. The Millimeters did, y'all. Tisha said she was home crying, fussing at the kids. She and Marceau were arguing, all because of stuff that was going on this show. She was not ready for that shit. So it's safer for her to be on the show and be like, me and Mel, we have issues, but it's really not that bad. When really, you really can't stand her, but you're not going to tell your real feelings because you don't want to be attacked. So if anybody recorded that shit, it definitely had to be Martell or Tisha. Because Destiny wasn't there to record nothing. She wouldn't have even known had Tisha not opened her mouth. Okay.
And I said this last week, is you can't put a word out like that with no context. And then you delete the scene, so you left it with no context. I'm like, it just doesn't seem none of this makes any sense to me at all. And then you prove to people that they can produce your show better than you do. The thing is, if you give a mouse a cookie, they're going to want a glass of milk. This is not going to stop, y'all. It's not going to stop. I don't even understand what they're thinking. It's weird. We don't know what's going to show next week. So that's why I say got to hold off on some of this stuff. And next week we'll talk more candidly, I guess, about what's going on.
All right, so let's pause it. Let's go ahead and open up the chat because I'm interested to see what you guys think and how you guys feel, okay? Let's start adding some people to the stage. Hey. Go ahead, Kelly. Let's see what you feel, baby.
Hey.
Hey.
Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, so I have a couple of things. First and foremost, I feel like grooming is a serious accusation, as someone who did go through I know we can't say the word, but molestation when I was 6. Grooming is real, and for me it was a 17-year-old guy who, I was 6, I had a little crush on, and the grooming definitely took place. And so for Destiny, I feel like to even put herself in that situation, I feel like it shows that how double-minded she is. She can't decide if she's the victim or if she wanted to participate. I feel like everything she does is very contradictory. Yeah. So she's speaking so casually about it while also trying to demonize and expose Mel. And I feel like at the root of it is because Mel literally doesn't want to be her friend and sees no value in her. And so I feel like she's going to get back. She's literally doing what Martell is doing. They feel, quote unquote, discarded, even though it's due to their own actions. And now they want to somehow throw some type of dirt or stain on Mel. Yeah. And that's really sad. And I feel like at this point, she doesn't really need to be on the show. Let's be real. If it wasn't for Mel and Martell, if it wasn't for Sonny and Moses, 2 married couples, she literally would not have a storyline. We're not all that interested in her and Lance. And we're definitely not interested in Madani, which has gone through so many changes and not really reached any level of success
at all.
And then we're not telling the truth about it. And this is a side note, Mel is a good one because I would have on the platform been trying to expose her. Girl, I had to pay for your workers. When you abandoned them and wouldn't pay them their wages, I had to step in and do that. You want to talk about exposing truth? You're trying to expose my private business that is no business of anyone else, while you have public business that you don't even want to have addressed or talk about at all.
Right.
I feel like if Mel, just like with Martell, wanted to be her friend or have her in any circle of hers, she would jump at the opportunity. And that was clear, one, with the vacation, her slapping her on the butt, her saying, I love you, her bumping Stormy out of the way. Stormy, who's supposed to be her new bestie, bumping Stormy out the way so she could sit next to Mel. Like, those are weirdo vibes. And honestly, her whole interactions between her and Mel and her and Martell, nothing says there was any type of apprehension or nervousness or anything as far as, how somebody, if they were actually really groomed and quote unquote nervous, she would not be engaging with either one of them. When she went over to Martell's house, whether it's for a scene or not, and he had on a robe and was trying to give her wine, that would not have happened. She would have said, dude, not at all. I'm so uncomfortable with this. You're going to have to go put some clothes on.
Period.
When he constantly jokes about her son maybe possibly being his child, she would shut it off. And I feel if it was real, she would have been exposed it. She would have been said, I'm not cool with Martell doing all of this. And this is why, because years ago, he and Mel low-key wanted to get with me. She literally out of her own mouth admitted that the only reason she brought up and commented, oh, I could have had them both, is because she felt like she was being accused of having relations with Martell. So you only did it in quote unquote retaliation, not even to protect yourself, just in retaliation to what was clearly out there. But you never cleared it up and had that conversation with Martell. You never went to him and said, dude, did you know when you act like my son is your son, people think we slept together, and I don't want that type of image put on me?
Right.
No, she ain't doing that. Not only is she not doing that, she's going to dinner with him for his birthday with his other girl. Coleslaw. She's having one-on-one lunches with Coleslaw. What type of message are you sending with that? But that's your bro, and he's cool. But he tried to groom you. Brothers don't. And hold on, that's actually not true. There are many families where the brother does groom their younger sibling, and it ruins families. You don't go around that brother like, hey, bro. No, a lot of times the person who ends up getting groomed by a family member, they end up having to separate themselves from that family. So it's not even okay at all, any of the relationships. And I feel like not only was grooming the wrong word, she should have never really brought it up, because she really had nothing to stand on. When it gets to the point that you have to go externally and bring in Chris and Nell, member, we was at the house, or bring in, I want to call her Tissue, bring in Tisha. When you have to start doing that, your claim is not satisfactory. It's not sufficient. And she's saying, oh, I use other examples. Clearly, they didn't hold too much weight because they didn't get aired.
Right.
So that's my main thoughts on her. I know Tisha is a whole nother situation, but yeah.
You had some very good points. I'm sitting here like, yes, okay, I appreciate it. Yes, I agree. Everybody in the chat agree. She gave some really good points. I appreciate that. Definitely. Thank you for coming up, okay?
No problem.
All right. I'm gonna drop you down here now. All right, come on, Miss D. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Carmel, how are you?
I am good. I'm good.
You girl, you spitting that fire, boy. You spitting that hot tea. I am so glad that I'm home and I parked my car. I am so upset. I'm so angry. And I'm angry because I understand that Mel has been a vessel. And I understand that her story has touched millions. What I'm upset about is, one, Dustpan, that's what I call her. Dustpan is, number one, dangerous. Number two, fatal attraction. Mel has got to put some stuff in place that this woman too shall not be around her children at no point. This is a dangerous lady. This lady is off scales, want to call it, but she is dangerous. And any time that she can be in Mel's presence, if she could be in Mel's presence without somebody, she will try Mel. So I was upset because looking at part 2, looking at Mel on that stage when she's so covered by God, because when she was saying it, she said that came from the pits of hell, and I was saying it at the same time, trying to strike that demon right while the demon was saying it. The demon, she's so comfortable in this movement that she's doing, being led and being moved by the devil, that even Mel couldn't even, before she could finish, she just at the end she was like but the is that Martell has told this lady, he smashed that, and he smashed Chen as well, but he has smashed these women to think that in their good mind, or if they're little bitty peeny mind, that you could come against something that God has anointed. Nobody, Mel was married. That was her husband. Like you said, I'm married. I don't believe you would do, even with my best friend, I wouldn't be doing that to my husband in front of my best friend. Now, if Mel was celebrating and she's laying on her husband's lap and something may have happened, that's her business, but I don't believe she would do that in public in front of the other couples. Maybe all the couples were having something, they were having fun, because even Kemi was like, you weren't there, so how are you talking about something that you weren't there? And as soon as Tisha said, well, I said, if you look at the Scott's 2.0 and you look at her husband, they were mad as hell. The fact that she told Destiny that, they were mad. So with that said, Mel has every right, and she shouldn't feel any ashamed of whatever her and her husband had going on. But I believe that Martell has fed this lady with this information that she has such a love for Mel that's scary. And it's scary to the point that she could hurt herself or somebody else. You can't backtrack that word. Not in this climate, not with all of these African American chopped at the top from what they're doing out here in these streets. You cannot just say that word and then say, oh, it's like grooming my hair. Girl, please get some serious therapy needs to happen. It needs to happen immediately. I don't know what Mel needs. I know she's not a big fish in this pond, but Mel needs to get this lady. She shouldn't be around her kids at no point. Not even to say no, hi, Miss Destiny. Stay the F away. She would have to be away from
like her
kids.
anyway. But they don't like her anyway.
I know, but it's so sad that if you look at Destiny and her posture in that, she stood in that solid. She was standing solid. But then she kind of got a little intimidated when Martell wouldn't even chime or say anything. But I'm wondering, isn't that third party? Because he fed the information to her. Tisha fed her information and they're ripping off. So it's still third party coming to Mel.
It is.
So that's all I had to say. I apologize, but I hurt that hurt. I could feel that through that screen. If that lady could cry, she wasn't going to cry in front of them. But that hurt to the core that he has gone that far to go to every little detail. She's like, you on that hook and the curve. Well, what you know about the hook and the curve? Because you smashed that too. Come on now. So I'm done.
Yes.
But yeah, it's.
I'm telling you now.
We as African American women, because we.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought you were done. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to piggyback off what you were saying. When you said that she could hurt herself or somebody else, it makes my mind go back to where she was on live and her son kept saying, don't unalive me, don't unalive me. Like, what is it that he's seen in that house? Or what has he seen with her? Did she like snap off and he saw something? Because it's like she kind of deflected that energy on him to say that my son is afraid of his father, but he hasn't shown or displayed that energy towards him, but towards her.
Correct. And guess what? I have a 6-year-old grandson who follows me like footsteps. And I told my husband, and I tell our little connection, our little village, we have to be so careful on what we say, how we say it, what's happening, what is done, because my grandson is so intelligent. He's in first grade, and they've bumped him up for talented and gifted, because sometimes I don't even know who this little man is when I'm driving my car, and the way he's talking and the way he articulates. What I'm saying is, she said something in the house. He's repeating what she said, because my grandson has said many of times, that's not what Nana said. Nana said, Nana said, blah, blah, blah. She said something in that house, probably at an angry moment, and it scared him, because he kept saying, don't K me, don't K me. That's learned behavior, because you heard it. And he's seen something, and it's not necessarily right at his dad's house. That's with you. And clearly, something is really wrong. And I was trying to think here. Is it because she said she has all these multiple personalities that they just come out when they come out? And if you do have multiple personalities, that's even more meaning that you need help. You you really need help. Yeah. So that's my spill on it. It was disappointing. But I pray that Mel and the millimeters and those who support her are praying for them 4-piece nuggets, her mother, her brother, everybody that's in her inner circle, that they shield over her right now, because this lady is dangerous. And being that she could be arrested any day or any day, she might try to run up on Mel at the store, you see she came to the game or wherever she's coming because of Martell. You just don't know. And at the end of the day, I pray that she gets protection for her children. Yeah, absolutely. I feel like Martell be doing that a lot too, that whole deflection. Everything that he be trying to say that Mel is doing and that Mel has done is all shit that he's done. This whole sexual stuff where he's running around just like sleeping with everybody. He's always trying to make it seem like Mel is the one running around sleeping with everybody, but it's him. Like, you're the one with a whole side baby. Like, we see what you're doing, Martell, but it's like he always like to deflect his bad behavior and his embarrassment onto Mel, because he don't want to wear that. He don't want to wear that scarlet letter. He want everybody else to wear it, and he just sat there and he smiled while Destiny snapped off on Melody. And I was just like, look at this going down. I believe that she was a good wife to him. And at the end of the day, when Coleslaw said, oh, he doesn't want me to go down on him, because he knew the perfect person that was doing whatever he needed to do was his wife. And at the end of the day, he's suffering, but he's at a point where, he couldn't say nothing on that stage, but he actually did, because he put the battery in Destiny's back, and she was standing tall until Mel started whipping back. Well, who told you that? Well, who said that? Well, who did this? And then Tisha jumped up. Well, I told her, because, come on, Tisha. Your jealousy gleaned from there. It gleaned from Mel, because Marcel saw that Melody was a strong woman and probably knew Melody had a little freak in her, behind closed doors. Who knows? But if Martell told them all of that, he told them about Mel too, and they all honed in and wanted to see it and enjoyed it. Tisha was, like you said, somebody said, both of them have self-esteem issues. They think they want to be something. They see it in Mel. Her walk, her strut, her clothes, how they fit, all of that kind of stuff. They are so jealous. But this lady, Dustpan, is beyond jealous. This is scary now. This is fatal. This is a fatal attraction that somebody gonna write a movie about, because this is Black fatal attraction. She's level. Yeah. Thank you so much, Carmel. I appreciate you letting me up on your panels to speak. No problem. Thanks for coming up. I appreciate it. Have a good day, okay? You too. All right. Come on up, Miss Hearsay 85. How you doing? I'm fine. How you doing? I'm good. I'm good. How you feel? This is my first time. I'm good. I'm good. I just
I just, like I said before on someone else's panel, I just can't believe all this is happening on Black History Month. Are we really doing this on Black History Month?
Girl, they are.
Is us black women gonna do this on Black History Month? Okay, all right. Okay, since we're gonna do it, we're gonna go ahead on and do it. Destiny is psycho. She's psycho. Y'all don't see that? The woman is mental. She is sick. And she is sick as her pimp that she was sitting next to. I'm just gonna be raw about it. That is her pimp. And she is the madam of all his whores. Okay, that's just how it is. She is his bottom B. I don't care what nobody say. Period. And he hasn't had, I mean, people don't want to believe in the word of God, but we just gonna put it out there. A man that findeth the wife findeth a good thing and receive favor from the Lord. Mel was that man's favor. And ever since she left him, like I have been saying repeatedly, he has lost everything, including his moisture. He is sitting up there looking dry, ashy and dry. Just dry.
Yes.
And you can see the demon. He looking old. He is looking like he almost 50 years old. Period. He's only 42, 43, like Destiny was trying to lie and say she wasn't. But they the same age, okay? And he's looking a hard 50. He's looking like what he's going through.
Yeah.
Like, you know that song, I'm so glad I don't look like what I've been through. Oh, he look exactly like what he's going through. Okay? And it ain't letting up. And for them and Carlos to put this out here like this, now as much as I don't like Kimmy, because Kimmy is snakish too, that was a grown woman move where she was like, but how would you know? Because you weren't even there. That pushed Tisha to say something. See, let's be clear. If they had a good time in the back of that limo, all of them was doing something. Let's be clear.
Yup.
Because as nasty as those Scott boys are, Marceau and Maurice, because we saw the side chick, alleged side chick say one brother was in the front and one was in the back. You telling me that all that was going down in the back of the limo and they didn't do anything? You's a lie. So why didn't Tisha put everybody business? That's why Kimmy was looking like, well, how would you know? She was looking kind of like, hold on, wait a minute. Who been flapping their gums? Because that was something that all of them were supposed to take to the grave.
Right.
Because it wasn't only Melody doing something freaky if she did it. Because they said it was a conversation that was had. They didn't say that something happened.
Right.
They said it was conversation about it. So Mel didn't confirm or deny. They didn't confirm or deny. But at the end of the day, if Mel did do that, we is not finna slut shame a wife for doing something with her husband. That's what we're not gonna do. I don't understand. I don't understand none of this. How can you slut shame a wife? At the end of the day, Destiny, you was dropping it low and spreading the wire for a whole married man for 15 years, and he still didn't pick you.
Woo! Child.
At the end of the day, Tisha, you want to put out that stuff because Martell put out that you was getting pumped in the back of a Buick. Now, I had some fun back in my college days too, but I ain't never got pumped in the back of no Buick.
Come on.
maybe a Charger.
Not a Charger.
Maybe a Camaro.
Come on now.
I'm a lady. You ain't gonna do that to me, okay? So let's.
I love it.
Nobody cared that she did that stuff in college. Because if you gonna be a whore, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be the whore in college.
Okay.
But, so when you put that out about Mel, it still don't negate the fact that you was being a whore in college. Mel still ain't a whore, because if she did was freaky, it was with her husband. You got pumped by random.
Ooh.
Okay, not even a boyfriend. Somebody you was talking to. A F buddy. I'ma call you and see if you available type person. That's what you got pumped behind a Buick. So it don't negate the fact that that's what happened. That happened, okay? So at the end of the day, they can say whatever they want to say to try to humiliate Mel, but all the events that they have to humiliate Mel, it was with her husband. Okay, so if they did get freaky in the hotel and somebody was in the other bed, like ain't nobody has tried to get their freak on in private while somebody was in close proximity. A lot of people have done that. What is the stuff that they talking about? What is y'all talking about? This is married people doing married things. That woman had 4 children. We know she ain't the Virgin Mary.
Come on.
And she a Scorpio. So I just want to put it out here that all the stuff that she had to try to back up her grooming allegation was stupid, nasty, low grade, downright. Destiny, you saying Mel and Martell try to groom you. Why you still hanging with Martell? And why you got your child around this man who tried to groom you, you grown ass female? I can't even call you a woman because women don't even do ish like that. Female. You bug-eyed, big head, glow in the dark, lamp head. Hell for you.
Child, you about blew me out the chair.
I can't stand them.
Damn.
And let me tell you something. Mark my words. Mark my words. What you gonna do to Tisha is gonna be worse. Because see, Tisha thinks she's slick. But see, Tisha don't open up a can of worms. And when Destiny get mad at her, I'll be waiting on Wanda to click her button because Wanda gonna have a whole doggone heart attack. Watch and see when she get finished with Tisha. Because when you dig one dick, you better dig two. Baby. Because the one you dig for me just might be for you. And it's coming. Because this kind of behavior don't stop at one person.
Yes,
honey. It don't stop at one person. See, y'all common enemy is gone. Y'all was never friends like that anyway. Y'all only got together to go against Mel. That's it. That's it. That's all. You see how Stormy ain't really dealing with Destiny like that. Because what was that piss poor excuse of a TikTok she did? Where is your mentor Stormy? Where is she to help you with that TikTok? Where was she? Then you not business-minded, Destiny. You are a criminal. You are a fraudulent, scamming heifer. That's lie without a conscience. If Destiny tell you the sky is blue, you better go out and check it because it might have just turned green. I'm telling you, this woman is a pathological liar. She's a dangerous type of woman. She is the type of woman that would set you up in the club to get deed and taken advantage of if for the right man and the right price. She would set your behind up.
I see that.
To get she's that type of woman to get close to you. That's why I don't deal with type of women like her. You got the discerned spirits. And her spirit is a plain demon as well. That's why her and Martell get along so well. Okay? She is a demon. If it's the right man, the right price, the right situation, she will help them put something in your drink and help them take advantage of you. She is whatever she was trying to put on Mel. She will groom. Once she with Jalen and Jalen was just out of college and you in your big 40 of age, isn't that grooming? Since we want to put grooming allegations out there, you was talking to Kimberly and Maurice about a threesome. Was they trying to groom you or was you trying to groom them? Please, I want to see. We're gonna run this back. We're gonna speak history. You are over there selling sex toys for women to play with David JJ and they Christmas trees and stuff like that. But somebody tried to groom you. We just seen a whole video of you giving a lap dance to a whole nother woman. Putting her face all in your cat box and stuff like that. Almost made that woman pass out. She was about to pass out. Okay? From whatever she was smelling down there. You put her hand down there and was grinding all on her face like that. And she was trying to get the heck out of Dodge. That was you. Was you trying to groom her? Child. Was you trying to ask the other people that was around that saw you do that to join in? Is that what you were doing, Destiny? See, when you say stuff like this, and then you gotta admit on your messy Mondays that you had a 3. Girl, if you don't take your delusional, no business savvy, wanna be male so bad, if she would peel off her skin, you would jump in ass and sit down somewhere. It's ridiculous at this point. You can't believe there is no way you can defend her. No way you can defend her at all. And I don't never want. I never wanted to say this about another woman because I have a child of my own. But at this point, give that boy to his daddy because this woman is sick. And maybe it's because I've been looking at Mind Hunters. But the past few days with Love and Marriage Huntsville, I've been looking at Mind Hunters. And one thing that man said, how can we get ahead of crazy if we don't know how crazy think? Y'all need to study Destiny. Because this is crazy. The way she think, the way she could just let a lie roll off her tongue like it's water or something like that. It's crazy work. It's diabolical work. And she can look you in your eye like a serpent and say the lie. Because she's not even a dog. Because once a dog get caught in a lie, they'll tuck their tail behind their legs and they'll run off. A snake will look you right in your eye. And she looked Mel right in her eye and say, it is grooming. I mean, wasn't you on your knees? What? And if I was, Heifer, it was with my husband, you two-timing whore. You former side chick.
Come on.
You the female that never get chosen. You sitting over here arguing with a wife over a man who married her in 90 days. But he been using you as a mattress on and off for 15 years. Sit your diabolical lying ass down somewhere. Okay? Sit down. Don't get back up. Okay? Because at the end of the day, this lady got children. She got a whole 13-year-old daughter. Her children are online too. Everybody want to talk about the kids are off limits. She got a child. Y'all worried about a Maury Povich post. She didn't know who the father was at first. She did not. That's why they had to get a DNA test.
3.
But y'all not caring about Mel's kids. Y'all don't care about Mariah. Y'all don't care about Milani. Y'all don't care about Tank. Y'all don't care about none of them. Y'all don't care about none of those kids. Those kids can get online too. And they can see this about their mama. That's why I say Martell ain't ish either. He ain't never been ish. Because if you gonna do this to your children's mama, you already got a bird over there that you don't protect. The least you can do is protect your legitimate family.
Come on.
You low-class walking pair of britches. That's all Martell is a walking pair of britches. He is no man. Not at all. All he is a female. And Destiny need to come on out the closet. You been a lesbian. I'ma just say it. Allegedly, so I don't get your channel in any trouble. But she's a lesbian. And she knows she's a lesbian. And she wanted Mel. And Mel didn't want her. So now she just as mad as Martell and his bird because his bird wanted to. I don't know what Mel got down there in her kitty box, but it's something that's fine. Because these people that ain't never had it before, they want it. They want it bad. You're a bad woman, man, and I want you to stand in your strength, your femininity, and know that we got your back. We understand. It ain't nothing wrong with you having a sexuality. It ain't nothing wrong with you being sexy. It ain't nothing wrong with you being a businesswoman and being beautiful and being all of that at the same time for the right man. So we ain't mad at you for pleasing your husband. This just proved that he's a liar in the beginning because wasn't in the beginning. He said he stepped out because she wasn't doing none of this. Now all of a sudden she's a freak whore.
Come on.
Sit down. Get out of my face. Get away from me with this Apollo.
Okay.
And that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say.
The girls. Thank you. Okay. Girl. Hey, one more bit. All right. Child, I had to take up an offering after that. Come on up here, Miss Lakia Jackson, honey. Hi. Let's take you off mute. I put you
can you hear me?
Yes. How you doing, honey?
I'm good. I love your channel so much. I could not wait to chime in on this.
Yes.
I've been grinding my gears since I think season 1. Because if we can go back, let's do like what that one try to say. Go back and channel and correct everything. They've been trying to come for her since day 1, season 1. They played with this girl merge. They talked about her merge. They victimized her merge. They threw her merge up in her face. They threw the affairs in her face. They tried to insinuate she knew about the affairs. They let the mother lady go off and do her rants. Now come to date, they still doing this bullshit. But now you got other puppets in here doing the work for you too.
Yeah.
But Destiny, you're a dumbass because you doing the talking because the teacher already got school, I'm assuming by the Scott's brothers. Like, well, you can't say so much because you know she might say something. But Letitia, you're not that smart. You're not that smart. Because you also actually said, oh, I'm the one who told her that. So what else did you tell her? Because clearly you told her this before that field day. Because the reunion happened before the field day. So you told her before the field day. So you've been talking shit to Destiny for some time. So you probably done talked about everybody, which means, Kimmy, your days are number 2. Because I guarantee she done talked some trash about you when you made that comment a couple seasons ago on the reunion that if y'all wasn't related, we would not be friends because she demand too much. So everybody about to be going at each other's throats, which is what this dude really want. He want the women to go against each other. For me, I think like Dusty, I'm with the other lady. Like Dusty is dried, fried, laid to the side, a slat back, wally back that couldn't get a hit if her life saved it. Now she talking about she want to be a singer. Girl, what? Monica ain't wanting you to have her as a backup, a front up, or the nut up. She ain't want you. She let you be a part because you was going to be Melly shoe up the doo wop girl. If you wanted to lick Melly coo wop to wop bop, don't mean that she ain't want you to do it. Okay. Like just because he was down for the get down, don't put Melly in it acting like she wanted to be a part of it. You was begging this girl to be your friend for seasons. And now because she don't, you listening to Tisha and Miss Wanda, please get off the line. I don't want her coming for me either. But girl, I'm not what you want either. Because I am from Baltimore. I ain't from down south. I'm from up north. I ain't what you want, girl. Don't call my damn YouTube with no bullshit. Just one, I ain't what you want. I will take a drive. Okay? But yeah, it was slimy, grimy, laid to the slimy.
Come on.
These people it's a special place in hell for people who did just sit around and try to coerce other people to be like, oh, I'm going to say this, but you going to say this. We going to say this. Y'all sat around and coerce this plan to try to do this on this lady. But what you doing is you started off with the biggest dummy. Y'all let Dumbesty lead the way when she can't even control her own law cases.
Come on.
Hence to the law. Like you can't even control that. Like, come on now, girl, get your own affairs in order before you talk about somebody else's home. Leave this lady alone. She don't want nothing to do with you. It's given they're gonna make a Tubi movie out of this. It's giving Tubi.
It is giving Tubi.
It's giving Tubi. Like, what in the Tubi hell is going on? I'm sick and tired of them. I'm sick and tired of that little guy bouncing and jumping and like knees popping on the stage like he went to not a HBCU. And that's why he don't like this skin and this skin girls. No pun intended. But yeah. It's giving you just don't like women. And if you wanted a show, you should have just like, you're a producer. Create a show about yourself. If you think you're that interesting. Oh, you can. Because don't nobody think you're that interesting. Besides you starting a mess that destroy Black women's lives.
Right.
Bye, sir. He can go to hell with a thong up his whoop and he can go fly with that. And I was with Dustin all the way up until now. I feel like he been bought. So Dustin can go too. Bye. He can go dust off. He could twirl in the wind.
Not twirl.
He can twirl right off in the wind like the H's and the hay. Like he can go with the little hay. by Wham. Because now he's not giving his honest opinion. He really is like, you can see like keeping himself consolidated to not say anything that would go against what Carlos would want him to say. Because you could tell he wanted to bring up that melody stuff so bad.
Yep.
But you could tell Carlos, that's why I was pre-recorded. That's why I wasn't live. Because if it was live, that's would have brought it up.
Oh, yeah.
But that's why he always like, we can't bring it up. Like, she might file a lawsuit against me, so we can't do nothing to hurt me. He was like, bro, I got you. I got you. It's all fine and good. That's until you use your ass next, because you next. And don't even know it. Because he's trying to get you to create a dating show for him, only for you to find somebody that you like for him to screw. But just saying, maybe, allegedly.
Period.
Yeah. For me, it's disgusting. I don't like that. I don't like the way Wanda ran. What in the Mad Dog 2020 was going on?
Child.
What in the ENJ Irk and Jerk was going on? She went from, well, she never talked with sense. So,
I'm live, baby.
but you made it the wrong one. Melly ain't say nothing. You ain't made it Martel. And then you verified that allegedly your daughter was in the back seat of a Buick in Bessemer. Cause you ain't need, you see, she might did that when she was 18. Oh, that's probably how she was made. Girl, they ain't make your daughter look good at all. They actually made y'all look worse.
Period.
I would have kept that tidbit to myself. Why would you even say that?
Yeah.
But Martel, it's a special place in hell for him.
Yeah.
Because he's sitting there laughing, kicking, giggling, talking about like, oh yeah, I effed her, like psych is a joke. If Ken would have knocked the monkey rings out of him, he would have been joking then, like, big, 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 big. It would have been a joke then. Like, I think he knew, like, security was right. I think security was around them. You can't tell me security wasn't around them.
Yeah.
So he already knew that Ken could not get to him for him to make that type of joke. Because only person that he really go hard at, he already know Maurice he got a light skin short complex. So he gonna be crazy, allegedly. But he crazy, allegedly. Yeah. So he gonna go off. He gonna give Martel his energy. But we know Marcel gonna do the two-step. He gonna do that little chop chop. He gonna do whatever family reunion dances in style that season he gonna do. To back up. Because he ain't want none of rest in peace Kiki husband. Because he backed up off of that nigga so fast. That nigga did a whole hokey pokey circle, turn yourself around.
Indeed.
Like, and you ain't even call another dude, you call a woman. Like, no, Kim, they need to leave. Like, you ain't even ask your brother because you was like, your brother just like wasn't even with it. So, yeah. They all got bitch assness for me.
Yeah.
They can cancel this month. They can cancel the show. I hope they do a class action lawsuit, but I hope I hope they do all of them together, but I hope individually they all do something on their individually like thing. Because like at the end of the day, it's not cool to accuse somebody of that stuff. And then for me, Carlos, it's a special place in hell for you. Because if you don't address Kiki passing away, and she was a prime member on your show, she was on there for a whole season. She made a big impact on your season. And for you not even address and say rest in peace, it's a special place in hell for his ass too.
I agree.
And I can't stand his ass. And I used to love myself some Carlos until I realized what he was doing. And I knew it when he started with the damn let's bring it back. He started with Candy and Phaedra and Portia. He fed those lines to Phaedra to tell Portia, and then this is all alleged. And then Portia was like, Phaedra said, "Oh, this really happened because she going off of him because he a producer and she thinking like she could trust him." She was like, "No, this really happened," and made Portia going in there in the blind taking up for her. Like, "Oh no, you did say that," and then that blew up.
Okay, guys, let's keep it at 3 minutes too. Okay, I don't mean to cut you off. All right.
Okay. 2 more things. Let's go back to that Jocelyn and Erica fight, and then let's go back to this Huntsville. He do the same thing. He like to pit women against each other. Love you, Bill. I'm gonna let you get to everybody.
Okay, I appreciate you coming up. All right, great.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. All right, have a good day. All right.
You too.
All right, come on, black woman in the building.
Hey, Rally Rail. Hey, everybody. Hi, chat. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
We're good. How you doing?
This is all I got to say.
Let's keep it at 3 minutes, guys. Okay.
I got you. All right. This all I got to say.
All right.
We got to realize that when all that commotion was happening about the limousine and stuff, y'all got to listen. Listen to what Mel is saying. Destiny and them is trying to talk over her. They trying to talk over her so she can't get her stuff out. Mel most definitely denied it. Mel said, "I have never done anything inappropriate in front of this group, so I'm not going to entertain it." And that's because she was more focused on the grooming, because the grooming is what can hurt her business and everything else.
Right.
But Mel most definitely denied it. The thing is, Destiny and them is doing this, and they think that this ish is not going to backfire. It's already backfiring now because it already got her backpedaling on what she said. But the grooming allegation is already out there. You done already started the fire. She done already started the fuse. So for her and her therapist that needs a therapist to sit they stinking asses on that Melody Monday, every Monday, and talk this shit is diabolical to me. It's crazy. And you can tell that Carlos King does not care really about his production. All he cares about and all this whole crew cared about was trying to take Melody down. They wasn't even looking at the bone that she was trying to throw them. Like, listen, I ain't gonna let y'all know now, but I'm getting ready to leave this bitch. I need y'all to start talking about yourselves so y'all can continue to pay y'all bills and keep the motherfucking lights on. But they didn't catch it. And to everybody thinking that Kimmy stood up in that moment, Kimmy ain't stand up in that moment. Kimmy had to say that shit to save face because they all was in on that shit. Oh, they all was in on that. They all was in on that. So Kimmy saying, how would you know? It was 6 of us. You wasn't there. She was in on it. They all talked about that shit. That's why Marceau didn't stop Tisha from talking. They knew exactly what they was going to do, but didn't realize that this is not making Mel look bad. Y'all looking crazy. Now the internet is lighting Tisha and Destiny ass up.
Period.
So what y'all gonna do when this show ain't renewed? Because I got a funny feeling the shit ain't coming back. And Mel is good. See, had y'all been good people, she would have took y'all with her and maybe y'all could have had a show on Nubian. But that's over. Watch her from the motherfucking curb, you bunch of bums. And before I leave, they doing this because of that custody case. They are trying to make Mel look a certain type of way in that custody case. But what's going to happen is that shit going to do a Uno reverse and Destiny and Martell is going to jail. Love you, Rally. I'm out.
Girl, you cook. Oh, I was eating too. Yes, girl. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Come on up, Zipporah. Come on up, baby. How you doing?
How you guys doing? How's chat doing?
Good. I'm sorry y'all waited, y'all. Thank y'all for being here.
No problem. I agree with everything she said last, and I just feel like if you've been watching the show from the first season, you can just tell the hate that they have for Melanie, even for just the love she had in herself to do her spa days or take care of herself. They felt like she was too much, and they would talk about her behind her back, Kimmy and Tisha. Well, that was a whole thing. So even in the cheating part, I feel like they are more so mad at her, and that's everybody because she was the bag, and she walked away from everybody when she walked away from Martell, as far as business wise. So that whole deal with the 47 acres, everything went downhill once she walked away. So therefore, now everybody's mad in that sense, and then it's jealousy because they're not walking away from their men. They're not able to disassociate with a man and basically be able to make it by themselves. And coming from a dad who was a narcissist and had a child after me during the marriage, I understand completely because I'm looking at it from the kid's point of view of he's not looking at anything but destroying her, as my dad was doing to my mom. And my mom never had to say a bad word about my dad because it showed in his actions. He showed who he was, so it was never anything she had to say because it showed. I just think like Destiny, the whole everything just comes back to Tisha and Martell, and that's why they're beefing. To me, it's not even Marceau, it's not anyone else. If you look at every situation, it comes back to Tisha having something to do with somebody. She was with the lady Blue who knew about the situation of the revenge P, and she brought her to the show. If you're telling me y'all were so against it, y'all sitting on the stage now, this whole little scene, oh yeah, we're so against it, but you brought her to the show. She was in Mel's inbox. She was letting everybody know everything that was going on, but you brought her to the show so it can come to the forefront. Now you told Destiny a story, which I think that same reunion when they were talking about her in the room, that is what they were talking about. That's why Mel never spoke on what was being said in the room, but it was that conversation. And you're making it like it's something that happened, and editing made it like it was actual thing that happened. It was a conversation of, oh, will you do this? Would you do this? And she said, yeah, I do it. Yeah, I do it. Tisha, no, I won't do it. And you tell Destiny as if it was something that actual happened, and she runs with it. And now everybody has to backpedal because you knew you told it, and you knew it was only 3 people that could tell it, and the other 2 wouldn't. So it's just messy all around, but it always leads to Tisha every time. Tisha has her hand in something because you know that your husband is attracted to Mel, and it's not about looks. He's attracted to Mel intellectually. Intellectually, he likes a woman that is smart, but he know he cannot take a woman that's smart, so he deals with somebody who says test messages. Period. Like he does with somebody who says espo. Like that's the point. He thinks he's better than you and he's married to you. This is why you're mad with Mel. And it's sad. And I'm like, it's crazy to look at these women. And this show is supposed to be so good. And Carlos is the main denominator. He is the main denominator. I feel like once you couldn't get Mel to do what you wanted Mel to do, you wanted this to discard her. And y'all did the same thing on Married to Medicine. Y'all did the same thing to Nene. It's the same thing, different people, same thing, no matter what.
Right.
But thank you for letting me speak. I just hated that. I feel like I hate that everybody's running with, oh yeah, she gave head. She never said that. She denied it, and she said it never happened. And she said, oh, it was Martell's idea, not something that happened. It was a conversation. But you guys are trying to roll over that to make her be such a hoe. But he just said she was never giving head. So was she giving head? She was giving it always, or was she not?
Period.
Because make it make sense. The whole thing was she wasn't a wife that wasn't giving you what you needed, and now she's a wife that was giving it to you so much she's a hoe. I'm confused.
Yeah.
Like it's
You're
crazy.
right. You're right.
But yeah, thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful day. I'm gonna be in the comments.
Thank you. Thanks for coming up. Have a good day. Come on up, Uniboo.
Hello, can
Hey,
you hear me?
good. How are you?
I'm good on my way home on the bus, but I just have a couple of things to say to Bug Eye and Bug.
Mm-hmm.
Um, how is can someone groom a garden tool? How
Ooh.
can someone groom a 304? How can you groom a rented Pontiac? How can you groom a 15 years recall? How can you groom someone who's go after her Catholic son that's younger than her? Does that mean you're grooming them too? Make it make sense.
Ooh,
Because
child.
and then for you to sit there instead of apologizing You're gonna be like, oh, I used the wrong word. No, you used the right word because it's how you felt. And now everybody's eating you up on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't, deal with it. That's what you get. That's what you get. This
Yes.
this is this is the fuck around and find out season. After around to find out. I can't with blowfish. Like I refuse to call her by her name. She is from today and on. She is a smite, destitute, desperate, desperado, dust bucket, bug eyed, big bug, blowfish, a scoundrel. She was spittle. She's everything to me because I refuse to acknowledge her name because why would you go that low? Why?
Yeah.
Because you want more. You mean she didn't want your friendship? Like I was saying, like if she really was trying to groom you, why she ran away from your friendship? When she's
Mm.
the one that said, "Oh, I want to be a part of your village," and she said, "I'm good," and the kids don't like it. You see, one thing about kids, they can see evil spirits. That's why they don't like you because you're trifling with them. That's why they didn't like you. That's why when the kids say, "I don't like somebody," I'm like, I understand because I'm the same way. My spirit not take you, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna like you. So I was gonna spare her with the whole berry thing, but after she said that bullshit, I'm forever going to put my feet on her neck, knees gonna be all up in her back. I'm forever going to roast her
Mm.
till she burnt, cause I don't like that. That's not only defamation of character, but like it can literally hurt the person physically, mentally, and visually.
Yeah.
That's why
Uh-oh.
gets your credit. And then you going to sit here and not hold the girl accountable for her friendship. You're a chemotherapist made in China. You went to ICBC college. You got what you got your degree in McDonald's. Anyway, I feel like I roast her all week in the comment. It's like right now this friend now look like it's bullying because it's like I will forever dog walk. She want a dog walk, Sunny. I will forever dog walk her verbally.
Mm.
That's all. I'm just
Child.
trying to figure out how you groom a rented punani for 10 years.
Mm.
How you groom somebody like that? He didn't want you. How you spend 15 years with someone and he married someone for 90 days, three
That shit.
months. The
Yes.
reason why you're mad is because your credit card went away. Stop the money, like you said. You can't have access to his money, and now he's mad. That's why we always call her a bug guy, bed bug. She a blowfish. I can't even call her blowfish because I feel sorry for all the blowfishes in the world. But bed bug, she a parasite. She's a drunkard. She's a lugao. She's a lacabosai. My thing, Gio. Anyway, I'm done. Good night.
Ooh, girl. Yes, honey. Thank you so much for coming by. All right. You read down. All right. Have a good day. Okay. Ooh, child. Anybody else want to come up? Anybody else want to come up? I'll drop the link again, honey. Y'all listen, y'all gave some great perspectives. I love when y'all come up and talk back and tell me how y'all feel. We are talking, for those of you that just joined in the chat, we are talking about this grooming situation with this deleted scene that went down for Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion with Destiny saying that she was groomed or was tried to be groomed by Melody and Martell. That she spent the night at their house and she was feeling nervous because they was trying to groom her and all this and that. We're here talking about that. You guys can come up and give your perspective in terms of how you feel about that. The link is in the chat if you would like to come up. All right. If not, we're going to go ahead and close it out because we are an hour and a half in. You guys gave some great. It is Chef Don Don still in the building? Is Chef Don still here? And so I'm talking back in the chat. Tyra, you want to come up? Shy, y'all can come up. No content creators want to come up. We got some content creators in here. No content creators want to come up and talk. Why y'all so shy? Y'all get on my nerves. Y'all get on my nerves. Don't be shy. Okay. Come on up here and tell us how you feel. If nobody else want to talk, we're going to end this live, child. Because listen, this was a great live. Oh, we got somebody. Come on up, up, Derek. Come on up there, Derek. What up, friend?
Hold on. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, girl. How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Hello, everyone. I didn't really know if I wanted to come up because the room is hot, baby.
Baby, it's hot in here.
It's hot like firecrackers.
Okay.
You know, because we are colleagues, so I always want to make sure that I'm on my best behavior when I'm at somebody else's house. So, I don't know if my opinion is going to be well taken. As you know, oh God, I'm sorry, Marine back here just going off because I didn't plan to hop on. But I do appreciate you letting me come up.
It's okay, come on.
Anywho, I have been one of these people that in the beginning, I have kind of went off of my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And as life goes on for anyone in their life, when things go on in your life, your perspective can change sometimes. That does not mean that you do not still feel the same way. So in the beginning of this show, from day one, I was always an advocate for what Melody went through, but I was never a millimeter. Not to say that there's something wrong with that, but as time has progressed, and you probably see I picked up a little bit with my stories and stuff. It's very disheartening to me because even if you do not, I'm at the middle of the road. There's only one particular person that I have my laser set on, and I normally don't have it set on anyone. But I'm beginning to find it's hard to say how you really feel on a situation. And when you're talking on a situation, you really don't know the person anyway. You're just going based off what you see. So for me, it's almost like you can't have your own mindset, like, oh, I feel this way one day, and the next day, if I post, this is me coming out as a content creator. It has nothing to do with Camerel page. I just feel as a content creator, sometimes it's hard. It's disheartening for me to have an opinion. I've had opinions about everybody on there. No one's obsolete. But the thing that happened today, and God is still working on me. I was about to blow things up. Come on, about to blow because I put something on Instagram, and I'm not going to say this was a millimeter. I'm just going to say that this was someone that came over, and then people chimed on it, and was basically like, "Oh, we're clocking you because you no longer want to eat off Melody. You're no longer eating off Melody." My thing is this: this is a talk show. These are people that we do not know. We have our opinion. Yes, we get opinionated, but sometimes for me it's disheartening because I was sitting in your chat and I wanted to come up and say something, but I did not want to come up and disrupt the flow that you have going on because I, one, respect you, and two, I like you. I like your commentary. Okay. Sometimes when I don't want to put anything out, I see how hard you work, and I'm like, well, damn, I better catch up, Heifer. You better catch up. But the only thing that I'm stating, and I'm gonna say to everyone that's listening, I know you all have your own opinions. It's so much information out there. All I'm stating is sometimes don't dig your heels in so far that you can't say that someone, it doesn't matter if it's Kimmy, Mel, who, that they're infallible. We don't know what someone is doing until it comes out. And we really don't know if it's the truth. But what I'm speaking for me as a content creator, for someone to come to my page and tell me that, oh, I'm not going to eat off Melody. I've never ate off of Melody. This is not my bread and butter. I mean, yes, it makes money, but at the same time, you kind of have to read the room and go to a person's channel and see what they're doing. So all I'm stating is you have the core people that everyone, I'm team nobody. I'm solo dolo. I run, like the woman said, I run with Jesus. But it gets to a point that you should not be worried about what you put on your page because people are going to come over and say this, and that.
Mm.
That's all I'm saying to everybody. Don't dig your heels in so far that you do not. What if something comes out that you did not know about Melody? She's human. Give her space to make mistakes, because if she makes a mistake and you're like, oh, I didn't think she would do that. She's human. And at the beginning, I gravitated towards her because of how Martell treated her. But where I'm at now is that even when it came to her and Stormy, if you look at my page, I give both of them kudos on TikTok. I post both. But if I see something, I'm going to say something. But what I ask everybody, even if God forbid Caramel may say something one day that y'all may not like that she says, and it doesn't sit well with you, are you going to turn on her? We all have opinions. And all I'm saying is this is just a television show. And we can't say, oh, well, the show is not going to make it without her. The ratings were already bad anyway. The ratings were bad. The ratings are bad even with her there. The problem is, I just feel that it needs to be a whole scrap and bring new people.
But what do you feel about the grooming situation? What do you feel about the deleted scene with the grooming? What do you think about that?
Okay. I'm gonna go there. I was listening in on another content creator's page.
Mm-hmm.
And I listened to the back and forth. I was listening to everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Destiny says she should have used another choice word, because I was on her channel last night listening as well. I think grooming is not a great word in this climate. So I will give credence to that. I feel if something happened in the limo based on what I heard and the receipts I seen, I'm going to say allegedly on your channel, but
Okay.
it's some issue went down. But at the same time, it shouldn't have came out of Destiny's mouth because she wasn't there. So I feel like Destiny, and the thing that a lot of people are saying is true. I said the same thing about Martell when it came to Miss Nail. When Miss Nail and Melody was talking, Martell's just looking at Miss Nail. Martell could put credence to, okay, Miss Nail, you were there for both of us. But he's sitting there listening, barely can breathe because them pants about to bust open. And he's not saying anything. Chris Fletcher had to say something. But like I said, Martell, why can't you say something? You're putting all these fires out here, but you're not using the extinguisher. You can turn around and say, yay or nay, Destiny, that's true. Yay or nay, Melody, Nell Fletcher, you did counsel us. But he's not. He's sitting there gloating on all of it. He is the common denominator. And I feel like regardless if things happen allegedly in the limo based off the receipts I've seen, all I'm saying is Destiny should have stayed out of it. I feel she should have stayed out of it. The people that was there allegedly should have said something. If they didn't say nothing, she should have stayed out of it. And I feel like at the end of the day, whatever, if it did, whatever, like I said, I'm going to say allegedly, but I seen receipts. She's grown. She's grown. Every time I hear the garage open, I be like, y'all think I'm on Players Club running how those strippers be when Moneymaker come. I hear the garage open, my husband coming home. I'm like, you do what you do with your husband. But, for me, the grooming situation, she shouldn't have used the word grooming. If she gets in financial trouble, legal troubles for anything, you can't say grooming, because grooming is it's a real sore spot right now with everything going on with, the Schmitty and all them people. So grooming, she should have took out her mouth. And number two, she shouldn't have never walked in that fire. Martell sat there and let her and Nell Fletcher, he didn't stand up for either one of them. He did not. And I feel like, Destiny may have to start watching the situation she get into. She may have to start watching because, I'm going to keep it a buck and say again, like I said on my channel, I can tell that Melody is something going. Melody cannot stand Destiny, and now I'm beginning to peel the layers, and I see the receipts, and I know why she can't stand her, because it's pretty much like, I dare you. I thought you were my friend, even though all these people around Melody, including her manager, Don D, or whatever you want to call her, she even said herself she met Melody through Martell. So all of these people in Melody's life came through Martell. So for me, it's a no go right there. You know, anybody that comes through Martell, yeah, she's making money with her, but I would still watch her too, because I heard her say it out of her own mouth when they was at the play. And you know, for me, I'm one of these people. You know, if you run with a pack, you are the pack. That's just how I feel. And I feel like at the end of the day, I'll just pray and hope everybody just give all the content creators. I mean, we got some ones out there, you know, do their thing, but I don't take this stuff personally. So if we're not aligned with who you're aligned with, then it's okay. But don't be nasty on our channel. Just don't come to it. I mean, for me, I don't care who it is, but when a person tell me that they're clocking me because I'm no longer eating off Melody's table, I've never ate off her table. She's never done nothing for me. I've never made any monetization off of her. And I was about to really take that person and drag them straight up and through and show them who Ree really is. But like my cousin said, she was about to work on my reserve nerves. See, I got some reserve nerves, and she was about to work on that. But God had to talk to me and calm me down, because I was about to drag her. Because don't come over to my channel telling me what at the end of the day, I only run with one God, and I'm trying not to get crunk on your channel. I'm trying, but I sit and I listen. People got to stop making somebody an idol, false god. She's human. She's allowed to make mistakes. If she make a mistake, I fear more for her if she makes a mistake that they don't like. What's going to happen? That's my opinion. Forget Tisha, Destiny, all that stuff. At the end of the day, she's a human being. She's allowed to make mistakes. She's allowed to go through the trenches. She has not had a chance to live her life off of this television set. She went through everything on TV. Everything. So the public eye is a very tricky thing. They love you 1 minute and the next minute they don't. And that's what I love about you. You talk to different people who was there for Melody, wasn't there for Melody. So that's why I know. And you send me stuff all the time, like just pumping me up. And that's why I'm like, you 100 grand in my book. You 100 grand. It don't matter whatever I put on, you always pump me up. You always send me a little funny stuff. So that's the reason why I still rock with you. I try to tip in and say, hey, how you going? You 100 grand with me. Because regardless of what you do on your channel, you talk to everybody. And if somebody crossed you, that means they done fucked up. And I'm sorry. A lot of people know they probably think I don't cuss, but baby, I can take you through there. So at the end of the day, you guys got to stop. You can have your own opinion, but when you come over telling somebody, man, shoot, I'm about to cuss that hoe out. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I was about to tell her about everything but the child of God. I had even asked God in the vehicle. I said, God, can you give me 1 minute? I just need to put you on hold for 1 minute for me to come back and then forgive me. But I do appreciate you coming up. Let me come up here. But I'm just asking everyone, please I know everyone is passionate, but nobody knows what's in store for Melody but God. Nobody knows. And if she doesn't come out the way you want her to come out, or she doesn't succeed the way she's human being, she don't owe anybody nothing. Enough people done ate off of her. All she owes is her children. So and if you really love Melody, nobody would be out putting her name in crazy stuff. Saying,
just keep that 3 minutes, y'all, okay?
I'm sorry. I was about to go. But
I got some more
anyway,
people coming up waiting.
But anywho, Destiny, I like certain things about her, but she was wrong. She should have stayed out of this. If you wasn't in the car, seeing a knob going, if you didn't see it with your own eyes, I would have stayed out of it. And that's all I have to say. Love you, Caramel.
All right. Thanks for coming up. Have a good day.
You're welcome, honey.
All right. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Come on out, Hearsay. Hey.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to come back up because.
Come on, girl. Come on back up.
First of all, okay, yeah, this is a TV show, and I do have respect for you content creators and all like that. But at the end of the day, this is this woman's real life. We are talking about grooming. We are not talking about difference of opinions. We are talking about facts and what can ruin her reputation and her business. That is what we are talking about. And at the end of the day, this is going far beyond a TV show. Okay, this is something that was put out there that can literally have. If this would have went far enough, and if Destiny would have set up there and people would have backed her up in this lot, Mel could have been facing some legal charges. Do you not understand this? So this is not about just a TV show. And then Destiny want to sit up there with her thick neck, with her therapist, with her dry ass wig, and want to sit up here and backpedal and pussy pop all of a sudden. This is what we are talking about. We are not talking about opinions here. I just want people to understand this. This is not something that's light. Okay, this is not back and forth, a little back and forth banter, or you did this and you did that. And all this limousine stuff to back up what Destiny said. This is what we're talking about, above that limousine stuff. Because like I said, Mel did not confirm that. As a matter of fact, Black woman in the building, piggybacking off of her, she did say, I haven't done nothing inappropriate in front of none of y'all. And all of them agreed that Mel has never done anything inappropriate in front of them in that last scene. Okay, so that's out the window. She was focusing on that grooming word. So that's what we are focused on. That is what need to be discussed. Okay, and that is what Mel is focused on. So all that about opinions and Mel is human. We know Mel's human. Her fans know she's human. Y'all the one that don't know. The male haters is the ones that don't know that she's not human. Because y'all put her and y'all hold her to a standard that y'all now holding y'all bottom feeder scum bucket people, cast members over here too. Y'all want her to show them grace, but you don't care about them not showing her grace. You want her to pussyfoot around their situations when she talk about it, but they can talk about her situations whenever they feel like it. See, that's what we're talking about. Y'all want to hold Mel to a different standard. We know that she's not God. Because that's the only God that I serve is the only living God. That's the only God I serve. I don't bow down and bend to nobody. But I respect her and I applaud her integrity. And I love the way she loves her children. Because I'm a mama and I know how to handle business. And I know and I walk with my head held high and everything like that. I love her vibe. That's what that is. I respect her and how she stood about, look at here, I ain't got to take this from this man. I don't have to stay in this toxic behind marriage. You, Miss Nell, might have cried for Chris for 2 years, but that's not going to be my story. That's not my ministry, and I'm not going to do it. So that's all that is. And they jealous that she was able to choose, that she was willing to choose herself. Because having a man is not the end all be all. Okay? All they do is take 10 years off your life anyway when you're marrying them anyway. So at the end of the day, she's saying that I can stand on my own. I can take care of my babies on my own. So yes, I rock with that. I vibe with that. So that's the only thing with that. But we're not talking about the limo and opinions. We're talking about this grooming. And I just want everybody to understand that this is not about the TV show. This is about real things, real life that's going on that could hurt her if this would have got out of hand and everybody would have believed this junk. That's what we're talking about. And that's it.
Ooh, child, you came in smoking. Yes, honey. Okay. I agree. Thank you so much. Come on, Simple Things. Come on. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. I had just wanted to come up and mentioned what the last caller just mentioned about, you know, they're so focused on, oh, Mel didn't deny that she did what she did in the back of a limousine, but it wasn't. But that's not the grand scheme of things. Like I said, that woman was married at that time. She do whatever she want to do. But they should have held um, Destiny's feet to the fire when she said that they propositioned her for a threesome and grooming.
Yeah.
And Carlos should have held her foot to the fire, like Mel was trying to say. No, we ain't worried about no limo. Let's talk about when did I groom you? When did I groom you?
Right.
And we wouldn't have left that stage. We wouldn't have left that stage that night. We wouldn't have left that stage that night. Because Destiny, she lied. She lied so fast for a cat to lick his ass. And Carlos realized that, but he kept going and going and going, and asking these questions, instead of saying, "Hold up, Destiny, let's talk about the things at hand. What you said. How did she groom you? How did her and Martell groom you?"
Child.
But no, they let her got away with it, and she just push it out her ass, push it out her ass, push it out her ass. And then, like Mel said, you should have left that shit on the cutting floor.
Yeah.
But they want to damage her. They want to destroy her, but they can't. And that's all I had to say.
Hey, thank you for that. I agree with everything you said. I agree. Come on up here, Erica. Come on up here. How you doing?
Hey. Look, I was gonna stay in the bushes, but man, and no disrespect to the content creator lady that came up there, but before I even say this, because like you said, 3 minutes real quick, but Tisha, you dusty, musty, rusty, ashy, value village looking bitch. You hear me? I am over it. The whole day I have heard how they speak on Mel. Let me say this, Mel was married. So it don't matter what went on in the limo. Because you had all grown consenting adults. Receipts or no receipts. It don't matter. First and foremost. And secondly, what we're talking about is good old-fashioned character. And if you don't have good character, you have nothing. And every single person on this show has been nothing but an agent of chaos. Tisha is the one bringing all the bones, starting all the bullshit. And what I do not like about her is she's never been held accountable for shit. Yeah. I'm talking about season after season. And her disdain and her jealousy for Mel is disgusting. It's so deep rooted that she reached for that text message. Child, move on. Right. You get me? Like, and your mama with her dumb ass with the education of a 5th grader and the law speak better than her, bitch. I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? With the disrespect. And let's talk about, what do you mean everybody? In Destiny, she is the worst. Do you hear me? I don't even know. She's like a parasite, just a whole gutter snipe, trash bag bitch. All of them are terrible to me, and that show is complete. You hear me? They won't be back because they ain't got nothing else to talk about but Mel. That's it. That's all. And it's all about character, and none of them have it. Not none of them. And then the thing about them creating all the chaos, which is insane to me, because y'all want to disrespect Mel. But let me tell you something. Mel went on her TikTok live and made what you call that, 7-fold all y'all salaries on that whole fucking stage. Let's be clear. Plus enough to re-up and do it again. And she gonna continue to do it again. Because we're gonna continue to support her. But what I'm saying is, y'all are terrible because y'all doing all that for crumbs. Y'all broke, y'all busted, and the best thing y'all could do was come up with this dumb ass storyline just so y'all could try to, smear her name and her reputation. You can't smear nobody who is already the one. And that's all. I just wanted to say that. But that Tisha, over it. Destiny, below, people like her, like you said, she'll be in a jail cell real quick. And let me say this again, character. It speaks of her character that your own not just your ex-husband, which you was married to, but your baby daddy have your ass locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody think about that? That's the type of person you are, where he had you locked up in public with the child.
Yeah.
You know, so that's it. I just wanted to say that what she was saying. Think about everybody. No, think about character. Because like she said, what you wishing upon somebody, you wishing upon yourself. You know what I'm saying? So they all putting out all this disdain. Guess what? Like she said, you make one grave, you gotta make two. And look, no, who's gonna watch the show? Who watching? Cause ain't nobody gonna watch none of their asses. And another thing, Martell is the worst to me to create this instead of being accountable. Everybody we talking about don't have no accountability.
Period.
And nobody's held them to the fire. Nobody. Everybody just let them keep ice skating and landing 10. That shit don't make sense.
You right.
I'm out. I just thank you. I just want to say thank you, but I just had to say something because I'm like, man, how is this okay? You know?
Yeah. That's crazy. I agree with everything you said, girl. Everything you read down too, girl. Let me let you know.
Thank you.
Yes. Have a good day. Okay.
You too. Thank you.
You too. All right. So, D, I want to bring you up there, but you got to connect your device, and then we can come up. Okay. Connect your device for me. There you go. There you go. Let's go. All right. There you go. Come on up.
Hey, I just want to say real quick, I'm not sure who the content creator was on, but can we just have some thought? Let's put it like that. Everybody don't go to have a lot of content creators that we listen to. That's number one. Number two, don't know who you're talking about, not on a Facebook group or all of that. Can we just manage what we're going to manage on our own platform? Because you're saying things that it's just like it was a whole bit of time that people could continue to be talking about the subject at hand instead of we're going on a tangent about something I don't even know who it was. I kept saying, who is it? So can we just be mindful of your audience and how we conduct business over here? I would appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, D. Did we get simple things? Simple things. Did you get to go? I'm sorry. Simple things.
I'm sorry, I did.
Oh, you did.
I got a chance to go, but let me add something because I forgot.
Okay.
But Tisha, I know Mel is probably, she's not a petty person.
Mm-hmm.
But me, I'm petty as hell. I would have sprayed Tisha ass with whatever that phone call was. I would have sprayed her ass so fast on that stage, left her ass crying and running back there in the back room with Marcel running behind her.
I know that's right.
That's how petty I would have been with her ass.
Ooh, child.
Talking about that was inappropriate for her. Girl, she knew that was dumb. She knew that shit was dumb. That's the whole thing. And then you go turn around to somebody, but Marcel called, man. I don't have a problem with him calling. Girl. But that's all I had to say about her. But I thank you for letting me come up.
No problem. No problem. Thank you for coming up. Okay.
You're welcome. Bye.
All right, guys. If y'all want to come up and discuss your opinion on this grooming situation from the Love and Marriage Huntsville deleted scene that we were talking about, I'm dropping the link, you guys. I'm enjoying this. I love when y'all come up and talk. This is nice. This is real good. All right. Let's go. All right. So there's it. Let's hit the link one more time. Did anyone else want to come up? You guys are more than welcome. Y'all know I love for you guys to express how you feel. I don't judge over here. You guys come up and give you an honest opinion, and I sit right back and I'll let you go. Okay. Yeah. Anybody? Nobody? Anybody? Y'all scared? Anybody scared? Somebody. Y'all don't be scared, okay? It's just Caramel. It's just me. Y'all come up and talk. Tell me how you feel about this deleted scene from the Love and Marriage Huntsville, from Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion, about Destiny. Now, y'all know Destiny is backpedaling now, and there was a conversation on her Mental Mondays about her possibly being sued or having a defamation of character on her, and her life coach was saying she ain't worried about it, because there was no law that was broken and that Destiny didn't do anything, and that we gotta wait, honey, because there's more coming behind this. So obviously they've had a conversation, and she's made it very much so known that they ain't worried about no damn lawsuit. All right, let's go, Miss Justice. How you doing, ma'am?
Hi, Rhea. How you doing, sweetie?
Hey, I'm good.
Good. I just want to say, with all the information that we get, and I just want everybody to remember the buck stops with Carlos King.
Mm.
Nothing is without him. He always saying his show, his this, and of course y'all know I like this, and y'all know I do this. Well, he did this.
Mm.
A hotel, Martell Hotel is using Dusty Destiny to hurt Mel, to expose Mel, to try to drag Mel. But in the end, Carlos is using both of them to do the very same thing, to try to degrade, talk about this. Really, this is revenge. She left. This is revenge. This is his ultimate sweet spot here. This he's enjoying every minute of it. If you could just, I pay attention to his face and his all of a sudden shock behind the paper, and this is his thing. This is his baby. The show Love and Marriage Huntsville was Mel's baby, but the Get Back, this is Carlos King's baby right here. And I don't want nobody to forget it. It's him. Yes, hotel do this, say this, does this, she do this, but he's the head ninja in charge.
Mm. Mm-hmm. You're right.
So thank you for having me to come up. I just wanted to remind people, we see them, but they do nothing except he allow it. He they God. They do nothing except he allow it. He sign off on everything. But production did that, and production don't fart without him smelling it first.
Ooh, girl. Okay, you're right about that.
Yes, ma'am. So I just want everybody to keep it a buck, like Mel say. Yeah, they did all this, but baby, they on assignment.
All right now.
Thank you, Rail, for having me.
Thank you for coming up. All right, Justice. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. Come on, Uniboo.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey. I'm good. What's up?
So here's my thing. So Billy, I don't know why she came in to the chat or to the live complaining about what somebody else did to her page. But with all due respect, nobody care. We're talking about defamation and grooming. Stick to the topic. You should have cussed the girl out, but you didn't. So why you come complain to us? We didn't go to your page. I don't even know who you are. You're not even part of the top bloggers that talk about the show. Let's stick to topic. And another thing, we don't think she's God, like the other ones say, character. What she put out on the show and versus what they put out on the show is too different. We have black excellent and we have trash. And no way I'm gonna be on the show. I'm getting paid two fish and five bread to degrade my life and do something illegal. And I'm not getting paid what $200 for an episode, not even $25 for episode to do something illegal, to put some false allegation out. Like, come on. We're talking about one thing, defamation. And it's not just a show when you start doing and saying grooming. It's not just a show anymore. It's seep into the girl real life. Well, Melanie real life. That can actually cost her a lot. That's what people understand. And for those people that, or the haters or whatever they call it, is not a key. This is what you hate someone so much that you cannot even see what is right and what is wrong. You have a problem because ain't no way you should sit here and talking about like, oh y'all think she don't do anything. Nobody thinks she's perfect. We just think what she brings to the show and how she runs her life is different from how the other ones run their life. Like, what business do Marshall have? Because every time we see him in the episode, we still have that brick paper mache house that he called his building. It's the whole season we still have that same paper mache brick house he think he's building. What happened to Scott Manor? Is it an imagination? Like, well, what happened to the broker that Tisha said she's a broker? Did you sell a house? Did you call someone to go see a house? What about your business? That's what I don't understand. Like, nobody talking about, you know, she's God. You're just saying like what she brings to the show outside the show is far more better than what them other ones bring to the show. But that's what I have to say. Like, stop complaining to us. Remove us from the chat. Go talk to the person that did you wrong.
Mm. Mm-hmm. You right about that.
That's all.
You right about that, Uniboo.
Oh
All right.
well.
Yes, honey. Thank you so much for your comment. You still there? Oh no.
I'm still there. Thank
Oh,
you.
okay. Thank you for your comment.
All
I
right.
appreciate you coming up. Okay. All right. Come
You're
on up
welcome.
next.
Bye-bye.
What's that? Francis
Francois.
Francois. Oh, that's the bougie one. Francois. I like
Listen,
that.
first
How
of
you
all,
doing?
Caramel, I love your show. I've been following you since the very beginning.
Oh, thank you.
I think you're one of the best content creators out there.
I
And
appreciate
usually I don't come on to comment, but since that reunion clip, I have been upset. I have been very, very upset at Destiny,
it.
and I
Mm.
hope she's listening because this message is for you, Destiny. I hope you go to jail. I really do. I think this is the only way you're gonna understand and you're gonna learn from your mistakes. For you to go that low, grooming you, you're a 42-year-old woman grooming you. Weren't you the one on the vacation that was trying to get Mel's attention and apologizing and all of that?
Mm-hmm.
So Melody grooming you. Seriously? Seriously. And you looking at Martell while saying it.
Mm.
Man, I am beyond upset, Caramel. Usually I stay in the bushes. I do comment. I go in different content creator pages and comment. But this time around I had to. You can feel the hurt in Melody's face. This woman just wants to live her life
Mm-hmm.
peacefully with her children.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone on that show hates this woman. I mean, I get it. Not everyone is, a fan of hers, and not everyone, but she brought you all to the table. Like, seriously? Like these are the kind of people that make you lose hope in humanity because man, who wants friends, you know? But for you to stand there and say that woman groomed you, that woman gave you $6,000 to $7,000 to pay your electric bill when you couldn't even pay it off. Really, Destiny? And I hope you are listening. I hope Loberic drags you to court and you go to jail and you lose custody of your child. It's harsh to say, but if you can go that low and try to destroy that woman, you deserve everything bad that's coming to you.
Mm.
Really. Usually I'm a kind person. I don't, want anything bad to happen to anyone. But man, and she sat there with that face and lying. And now you want to retract that so-called therapist of yours, telling you, oh no, well, I'm not scared. Destiny didn't do anything. I do hope Melody sues your ass.
Mm-hmm.
I really do hope so. This time, and usually Melody is quiet and stays in her lane, but she cannot allow this to go. You know, she cannot allow this to just fly by. This is her reputation. She could have lost millions of dollars. Like, for what, Destiny? For some cash? You're that desperate for money? I've been in the insurance field for 22 years now. I have a
Mm.
9 to 5 job. Like, this is this worth it for television?
Mm.
Really? I hope you don't sleep at night. I hope this bothers you. Because if you can go that low, there's no way. And the funny thing, Caramel, nobody defended Melody.
You're right.
Nobody did that. I'm sitting there and I'm watching. I'm like, so I understand you have issues with her or you don't like her, but my God, nobody stood up in that Tisha. That Tisha, man. Same thing. Same thing. I'm wishing for Destiny. I'm wishing for you.
Mm.
I really do hope that karma comes for you. Talking about, oh, I like Melody. I don't have a problem Melody talking to Marcel. Nobody wants Marcel, Tisha. Nobody wants Marcel.
So no.
Okay, Marcel's an ugly, disrespectful human being. Nobody wants Marcel, Tisha. Only you want Marcel. Even if he's cheating on you all the time, nobody wants him. He's disgusting. He's a pig. I, I'm a gay man. I don't even want Marcel
Come on.
because this is the personally all the Scott brothers disgust me. I don't know who raised them.
No one.
Man, like for real, for real. Sitting there looking like a white snowball. And n- everything she does, she copies Mel. This woman has nothing original about herself. And she has this trashy mother, Wanda. Nobody understands what she's saying. Nobody understands what she's saying. She's just talking. Man, like I'm so happy my parents put me in school. I have my college degrees.
Oh my God.
This is what happens when you don't go to school, people. You end up like being like Wanda. Like I've never like thank God Melody's gone. Melody is gone, and I'm happy about that. That is the happiest. This show can go on. First of all, it's not going to go on because there's nothing else to talk about because these
Right.
people are, you know. But man, going back to Tisha, like seriously, girl, I've never seen a weak woman in my life. I've grown with strong women.
Hmm.
My aunts are very strong women. My mom, so the fact of seeing a weak woman like Tisha, I don't understand. She's so like pathetic. Girl, like trying to compete. There's no competition. You cannot compete with Melody, period. Find something else to do. If she's not copying Stormy, she's copying labels. Girl, like seriously. Anyway, I'm not gonna stay long, Karama. I just wanted to come up because this has been eating me up
Ooh.
since the weekend.
Well, I'm glad you got it off on my channel.
Oh no, listen.
Laughing at you.
I had
You
to
are
come up
funny.
because I'm like, no, there's no way I can't just sit around and not say anything. Anyway, thank you for the opportunity and have a good night.
You too. Thanks for coming up. Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Bye bye. Come on up here next. What's the name? Paraz. Did I say that right?
Hi, good evening. I love your show, Caramel, and my name is Paris.
Hey. Oh, Paris.
Hey,
Okay.
yes. I'm gonna make this short and sweet. I don't know who that CC was either, but why is she coming up here going after Mel, saying that Mel dislike Destiny when Mel ain't gave Destiny no heat? Mel ain't said nothing about Destiny. So show me where the dislike is at. She have a right to dislike Destiny for all the stuff that Destiny been doing to her. Why they don't have that same heat for Martell when Martell is the one that pushing Destiny to say some of this stuff, or Tisha needs to be mad with her husband, who is the one that texts Melody, but you saying Melody sent the inappropriate text. Your husband sent the text to, to her. So why you not mad with him? I do believe that CC was on Slow Enough channel listening to whatever she had to say and whatever receipts she supposedly have. Whatever that woman and anybody else do with their husband, that's their business. So for Destiny to get up there and say what she said about grooming, yeah, Melody need to sew all her drawers off of her. Nah, I take that back. She don't want them. All of them up there to me need to be sued because all of them to me took part in this here. I believe all of them knew what Destiny was going to say. Tisha wasn't shocked. She knew, but then she throw a bone and hide her hand. However them old folks say that. But then you get your mama to come out the woods slow enough that need to stay in the woods because you need a translator for what she's saying. Her and her side piece Marcellus. I don't know if I can say their name, but both of them need to be 5150. They both need to be locked up in some mental ward because all of them is deranged. Destiny is really Destiny really have mental issues. I think Destiny really have a problem. Destiny really she need a real therapist, and that CC, that's Destiny therapist, is the therapist she need to go see to tell her problems about. And that's all I'm gonna say. And I love your show, and thank you for having me up.
Thank you so much for coming up. Have a great day. Okay. All right. Oh shit. Hold on. Add the stage. All right. So this is gonna be the last one because guys, we're 2 hours and almost 30 minutes in. All right. So go ahead, Cha Cha. What you gotta say?
Good evening, Caramel. And
Hey,
everybody.
how you doing?
Good. I'm doing great. I just want to say this. I appreciate your commentary. And I listened to it, and I am so bothered by this. I am a retired principal, and I have seen the word groomed used many years, but I've watched it where it destroyed two people's lives. And through false allegations, the longevity, the tentacles that reach from the individual who was accused, falsely accused, it went to his wife, to his children, to his children's schools, to the point where the man had a nervous breakdown behind all of it. And then the second one being that two consenting adults, but one of the woman involved heard the word groomed and then said, oh, well, I believe that this person groomed me. Destiny is doing such a dangerous thing. And the one thing I'm going to say is I hope her conscience will eat her the rest of her life, because you can't get away from your conscience, and you can't tell me that she doesn't know right from wrong, that they all don't. But something that has been said and we forget, what these people did is who they are from the very beginning. Nothing has changed about them. This is who they have always been at their core. And so when you have that kind of deceit at your core, I mean, there's nothing but poison that's going to come up out of it. But I tell you what, their arms are too short to box with God. And I want Melody to sue, but she's not a dumb woman at all. So I know that she's got her ducks in a row. But I hope that the rest of those people chew and choke on every single false word that they spoke. And may it be vomit in their mouth and the taste every single day. And that's all I am going to say. But I tell you, the evilness and the wickedness that they spewed, and to try to make something true that was false, shame on all of them. And I tell you what, I will give sure enough education lessons and on how to speak and how to be heard and how to use education as a tool and something that we should not be ashamed of or embarrassed of when we listen to her. So have a good night. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay positive. And you know what? When they want to say what you are, what you're not, shake it off and look at them and say, you know what? You wish you could do what I do, but you can't.
I know that's right. That's a good one. Thank you so much for coming up, Cha Cha. Have a great night, okay?
You too. Bye-bye.
Good night. All right, come on, Michelle Jones. What you got? Hello? You there, Michelle?
Hi, Rail. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, something I don't like StreamYard, whatever. Anyway, hi, Rail. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Listen, I'm upset, okay? Because these snakes, this is so stupid, okay? You know what? They don't like Mel because she's a pure woman, and she ain't messed with nobody but her husband, and that's what they don't like, okay? And she's doing great. She left her husband, divorced him, took her 4 kids, and did what she had to do. Okay. I never seen such jealousy. Oh my gosh. And Tisha ain't never liked Melanie, okay, because of her stupid husband. She know Marceau like him some Melanie, okay, and they will come up with anything. And everybody, a lot of people saying that they kicked Melanie off. No, they didn't. Melanie got enough sense that God told her to go, and she went. So stop it. And I will when Melanie walks out of there, I'm done. I am so done. And that's my thoughts. And I'm still hot. And I'm trying not to cuss.
It's a lot of people hot. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Yes. Get it off, honey. Get it off. That's why we open this panel, honey. Get it all off. Okay?
Look, I'm in my kitchen. I'm so hot right now.
I understand fully. Thank you for coming up though, okay?
Okay, thank you for having me. Have
no
a great
problem.
evening.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Goodbye. Thank you. Y'all, we had a good discussion, didn't we? Listen, I appreciate everyone that came up to express your opinions and give your opinions on how you felt. Thank you. Some of y'all had me out here laughing and cracking up and crying in here, child. Y'all was reading down, and every single comment I listen. I love it. We're going to do another open panel discussion as well, okay? So thank you, guys. Baby, that snowball. They said the snowball, that about took me out of here. I said, listen. Thank you so much. I had a super sticker too. Let me get that super sticker. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Who gave me the super sticker, y'all? Hold on. StreamYard and took it down. Hot darn it. Ma, tell me, y'all, who gave the super sticker? Because I don't even see it now. Let me scroll back up. We got to acknowledge that because I appreciate it. For the $20 super sticker. Let's find it. Help me out. Ooh, child. Oh, let's take her down. Hold on. Mars, who gave the super sticker? Can y'all help me out? Why I don't see it? Darlene, I think was it Darlene? Who gave me the super sticker? I want to acknowledge the right person. Y'all give me a second. Because I kind of sat on a little bit because we had the panel up. Ooh, child, we're going to find this super sticker. Oh, there you go. Angela Hoodnall, thank you so much, dear. She said, great commentary. Let's put you up there. She said, great commentary. Enjoy your day. Thank you so much, Angela Hoodnall, for the super sticker. I appreciate you, love, okay? You guys have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you to my mods. Thank you, Mods Bell Wilson, KBR, Tyra, and Scorpion Miss. Thank y'all for doing an awesome job, okay? Thank you to all the content creators that stopped by as well. Y'all know I appreciate you guys. Love you guys down. All of my caramelians, all of our guests that came by, all of our panelists that came up to share your ideas and your views on this grooming situation, y'all. I appreciate you all. We definitely needed to address this, and I hope you guys enjoyed our show. Please do not forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel, all right, if you've not done so. Let's get out of here, guys. Love you guys, and let's go.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.